everyone, and welcome back to Dreams of Silver and Stone. It's been a while. Let's make sure I'm not muted real quick before
I continue.
Of course. All right, there we go. We're good. When I run one-shots or do other things, sometimes I mute myself and forget to turn it back on. But we're fine today! Yay! Mark Jackal Ranger says he can hear us. So, we're back. It has been almost a month at this point. Very long time for us. And there's some friendly faces here. You probably haven't seen them in a while. I mean, they're pretty awesome, I have to say. And we're going to be witnessing their greatness tonight in many ways. No ominous details there at all. We're gonna go around the table.
That kind of sounds like a sexual innuendo.
No. I don't make those. I just do them accidentally. Anyway.
Is this a tacos thing all over again?
We're gonna go around the table here at random, and we're gonna say hello to the audience. Tell them how much you miss them, even if you didn't. Just fake it for their sakes. And we will say the last thing you remember your character doing. That's all we're gonna do tonight. So moving around the table, we got 1, 2, 3. That is Kaizen. You are up first, my friend.
What? Wow, that's a first. Hey everyone, I am El Deviant Devil, also known as Steven. I play Kaizen. I missed you all so desperately, and I do actually really love you and had super, super good times on Tuesday, and looking forward to tonight. The last thing I remember Kaizen doing, missing my shot and shooting my dear friend Nova through the chest. That's the last thing I remember.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
Sorry about that.
Audience is letting you know our audience rewards are set up for the wrong thing. So I'm going to fix those while we move on over to Patchy. Sinan, you're up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Patchy. I'm Sinan playing Patchy. Really excited that my class now changed to something incredibly chaotic, and I'm worried because I feel like I might just kill us all. Last thing I remember happening is one of our party members, Clay, who's not here today, apparently drank some of my old war chemicals I created and made himself giant, and the only way to cure him is to go to the one place I would much rather avoid in this planet, because it is full of my demons and biggest regrets. But I guess I don't have to do that today because he's not here. So, yeah.
That is still a thing you're gonna have
no
to
demons being confronted today. Woohoo!
If you kill Clay while he's gone, I'm sure that's gonna be very sad when I'm like, hey, by the way, Rob, you need to make a new character for next week. I'm sure that that would be fine.
If he dies, please let me break it to him, because he's gonna think it's a joke, and then I just want him to think it's a joke for the whole time until he gets into game.
I mean,
so what am I gonna do? Like just have a solo adventure taking Clay to that place?
I mean, everybody's got to go with you. That is not a solo adventure situation.
Clay's not actually
I thought everyone was
gone.
staying here clearing the place. I thought this was gonna be a
no. This you know more better than to take just one person there. There's more than one reason why you don't want to go back. Anna, you got a +1 from Temporal Mechanic. Patchy, you got a +1 from Mac Jackal for the next roll.
Did
There's an overload reduce actually
from Temporal Mechanic.
All right.
But yeah, and the other thing I remember happening is now I'm the resident drug dealer of this group because I'm the new class Brewster. So here we go.
Yeah, new class Brewster. Let's see how well that takes off. We're doing a beta test of a new class, which actually there will be multiple people that are doing that here today and one tomorrow. So that ought to be fun. I'm going to fix Sinan's camera real quick.
Can you fix it so we only see chicken? Is that a way
only
that
see
can
chicken?
happen? Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be the case, but we're going to move on over to Strat.
He escaped, but I'm a grabber later.
Hello everybody, I'm Straffle playing as Nohu, the Kaizen Tinkerer. Last session, Nohu grew wings at the base of his feet, did an airdrop of a bomb that brought down a wall on top of a giant toad, was eaten by said giant toad, and then blew it up from inside it with a massive explosion. So just now.
Splattered everybody with that. Just the usual, yeah. Just another day in Nohu's shoes. All right, moving on over to Shannon and Nova.
Yeah, I'm Shannon Nova, and I am actually I found my wig. Hooray! But also I have no clue what I was doing. I got shot.
You're the one that helped
So
trigger
long
the
ago.
explosion that Nohu was in the middle of. Remember? You gunshotted it.
All right, I actually hit something with my gun.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. No, sorry, y'all. Like I've done a lot in my real life between the last game and this game. It's just like, what the f- did happen?
True, you got on a whole trip and everything, but yeah, you blew up the toad that Nohu had set up for you. He set you up the bomb, and then you popped it like an overripe
Teamwork.
whatever, and you got splattered. You and Patchy got completely coated in gore, while Nohu stood there unfazed in the middle of it as it exploded around him.
I like to
Kiara,
think he got gore on his eyes and then just licked them.
I'm sure he would have. Kiara, Anna, your turn.
Hi guys, I'm Sanctum Cosplays, Anna. I play our resident grumpy cat, Kiara. I remember falling to my almost death into the water off of the bridge. That's the big thing that stuck with me, was my falling to my almost death, until giant clay definitely almost didn't squish me and saved me.
Yep, jumping to the bottom of the ravine, getting you out of the water. You got butt smashed through the bridge that was crumbling, so a frog landed right on you and just kind of like
Butt
Smash
smash
Brothers
is not a
style.
Great. Ground pound? Even
Ground
then,
pound. You got ground pounded through the ground.
None of this sounds not
No.
like innuendo.
It
doesn't sound
great
kosher
to
at
me.
all. No.
And Clay, unfortunately, will not be with us tonight. He'll be back next week, but we all know Clay happened to have taken a potion that granted him a great deal of strength, made him very large, made a decision before he probably should have, and found out later that he drank a martyr potion, something that just makes you super strong, super big, and then die. And you've got a little bit of time. You've got about 5 hours till his death, and you're about 4 hours from getting to the compound that Patchy knows about that could potentially reverse the effects, since he doesn't want to use that item in his inventory. Patchy, if you would, while we're discussing the next parts on your items tab, you happen to now have a Brewster's bag o' goods there. Should be Patchy's ingredient satchel.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and add those other 15 items on there and peruse what you currently have in that bag, and you have to use those
wait.
2 items, 2 uniques, and some sort of liquid.
Oh, you filled it up. Oh, it's full of stuff.
Well, yeah,
This is
you've
great.
collected a lot of
Oh,
things.
it's everyone's saliva. Oh, this is gross. I love it.
So we are going to return to the game, and as we do so, we see Nova.
Did you see the complication?
Oh, ants as a unit like to carry off dying brethren as to avoid problems. It's a good thing you're not covered in dead guns. Oh no, the bumphead ants will have to be dealt with as they're attempting to carry you away. But first, before that scene begins, Kaizen. One thing led to another. You had been firing in the dark wildly, trying to take on these toads, worrying about them attacking your allies, missing with arrow after arrow, and then suddenly darkness swallowed you. Oh no, you thought again, the crack has come for me once more. Where am I this time? And then suddenly you felt a slam as your back hits into something, and you realize you've fallen into a hole right in the back of that room that you had been standing in front of, that little tower that had been crumbled and damaged. You fell into a roughly 15-20 foot hole, and there is a metal object underneath you, kind of at an awkward angle, rounded edged, and as you sit up, it's kind of dark in here, cobwebs everywhere. And you look down and you see that there is unexploded ordnance, probably from that turret up above, that has slammed into the ground over here and made a rather large crater, breaking into what was probably some sort of water cavern underneath the ground, since there had been the river nearby. You ended up in a sinkhole. Caught there, you shouted for your allies for assistance because as you tried to climb, the soil on the edge of the walls was slick and kept coming down with you, and you couldn't find a way out. And that's where you disappeared to last episode.
Oh, great, thanks.
It's always somewhere nice you go, isn't it?
It's just so pleasant.
But now...
It's not a crack, it's a hole.
It's not a crack, it's a hole. You stayed
Well,
out
you
of the
gotta get
crack,
through the crack
you went
through
into
the
the
hole.
hole this time. So,
Nasty.
so as you're standing there at the bottom of this, kind of shouting up, you hear a loud pop and a spray of viscera kind of splatters down into the hole around you. As like you end up having a bit of toad intestine just wrap around your headdress there for a second, kind of dangle down.
I want to start examining this metal and the explosives and see if there's anything useful that I can use before I try to find my way out of here.
Give me an aware roll.
Okay.
Nice.
It has
18.
sound effects now.
It does.
Oh.
So, and I can actually add quite a few things to this now, including things like thunder crashes and stuff once I figure it out. So we're using Fantasy Grounds Unity now, their audience, which has a lot more functionality than the old system we were using. I had to spend a good amount of time coding that in, but you will see some changes to some of our map screens and things like that from here on forward, which is exciting. Fantasy Grounds Unity with Aether and Steamworks coming soonish. Anyway, so searching around inside of this room, the first thing you notice is that this explosive behind you has not been triggered. There is a depression at the tip of it. It has been primed to blow up. All it takes is the wrong level of force, and boom. You're currently sitting on top of it. You're not certain if moving any further will trigger this or not. Do you wish to call out to your allies?
With the slightest movement possible. Help!
Roll aware, Kiara, Nova, and Patchy. Nohu, you're
Singular
over
help.
in the depot. You're a little too far away to help.
No problem.
Patchy,
Okay.
you're going to hear it here in a second. So we move back up above
What?
where everybody's at, kind of standing on the bridge and getting their bearings and splattering off all the guts of this critter and dealing with that. When we see that Clay gets information from Patchy that this is possibly going to kill him, you see him turn white as a sheet. And as he starts to shrink back to original size, he passes out in the middle of the bridge.
He fainted.
He's entered the first phase,
All right,
Patchy,
wow.
of the end of the martyr potion. He will be unconscious and then will stop breathing eventually.
Damn it! I thought he would, with his size, he could run us over there. It would be much faster. You know, it lasts way shorter in weaker people. I bet that's. I bet, you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying anything. It's just, you know, the science. Whatever. Yeah.
And
So,
then you
we
hear
gotta
the
take it.
sound of Kaizen somewhere, kind of help in the distance.
You all hear that?
Anybody? Hello?
Maybe if I took this frog gut out of my ear.
Yes.
What is
Nova,
it? What do you want?
You
Kaizen, is that you?
you see a bunch of those bumphead ants swarming over the bridge at this point and coming towards you, picking up some of the refuse, coming over towards all of you that are covered, and you see one of them go to like grab a hold of your leg.
Whoa. Wait a minute. No touchy. We
Roll
are not food.
Roll charming real quick.
I also get a plus to the bumpies.
You do. So what do you
25.
say specifically to get them not to carry you away or attempt to?
Oh, I just tell them, like, there's plenty of goop over there. We're not goop. We're just under goop.
Yes,
So-
zombie.
Zombie?
You zombie. You're dead, you're not dead.
No. No, we're just, like, see what? Like, hold on. See? It's just regular skin under there.
Oh,
We're fine. It's fine.
food on your face.
Yes, but
You see the ant come over, and this time using those little, like, furry mandibles they have, proceed to start cleaning your leg.
Stop it.
Okay, clean
so
up
weird.
more. Carry back to Hive. Join?
At Hive?
Dinner time.
Oh no. Thank you. We're totally full, but you help yourself to all of this stuff. And what are you grabbing at, Patchy?
I just need a bit of its skin.
No, actually, maybe. I don't know. Are you shedding? Is anyone shedding?
Shedding? Pieces off.
Yeah, you know when you use your exoskeleton and it flakes off?
Pieces off. You see one of them just kind of turn, and you see a big chunk of its skin just onto the ground.
There you go.
Oh,
See, all you have to do is ask, Patchy.
I can't speak Ant. Who speaks Ant?
Ugh.
I speak like 7 languages. Like, I mean, I only speak Stixon. But like, who speaks Ant? Whatever. I just.
Oh no, I'm in the wrong spot now. Welcome back, everybody. So, if you would like to, you can place down on your inside of your ingredient list, bumphead kitten or chitin, or not kitten.
Bumphead kitten.
Bumphead chitin.
Kitten. Oh, I love to boil kittens.
Oh, gross!
Whoa.
What? That's a little
No.
far there, Patchy.
That's what you gave me.
Bumphead.
I'm making
Someone
lemonade
take
out of
Felicia
spoiled lemons.
away
What
from
can
this
you ask
man
for me?
right away.
Chitin.
Someone take Felicia, repo the kitty.
Yes.
Felicia's not a kitten. She's a cat.
All right, and
Yeah, we're playing with semantics here.
so as Nova deals with the bugs, you go over and grab a hold of the chitin. And what do we see? Nohu, you were at the depot at the moment, right?
That is correct. I'm excavating and ruffling through everything that is there to make sure that all of the goodies and trinkets and scraps of metals are accounted for.
You see a variety of old military crates and boxes. You see some tools and some supplies that are necessary for maintaining the depot, that kind of thing. A few modifications, a shotgun that got away without being destroyed, as you see that part of the armory was blown up when you collapsed the building, unfortunately. A nice suit of armor is there, and you look over and you see Nova's completely almost nude, standing out there on the bridge.
All
Just
right,
the mermaid. The hair is strategically placed over. And I've got the Hulk shorts, you know. It's fine.
I'll be like grabbing everything and making like several trips back and forth. Like at the end of the bridge, I'll start like piling everything up in a sort of like
All right.
treasure pile.
As you pile that and you proceed to continue filling your backpack to the point of it being kind of comedically overfull. With all that scrap you have gathered, Nohu, you are now completely overweight to the point where you are exhausted with motion. You can only move like half your regular movement, sitting at 155 total weight carried at the moment.
That's good enough. That's good enough. Don't worry. I'll just be like. Well, I think I'll set up my backpack at the foot of the mountain of treasures, and then continue like moving everything and calling for everybody like, hey, look, trinkets, shinies, goodies over here.
Nova, you go over, find some nice clothing in form-fitting attire, something you can wear, as a matter of fact. It looks like there had been, someone in your size, roughly, that worked out of this depot a long time ago. And a nice suit of armor there.
Yay! Thank you. Ooh, what's this gadget?
Yeah, I was having like bringing along the clockwork modification and holding it over to Kiara. No, sorry, to Nova, and over to here. Look! This goes in your weapon. I can add it to you and a few other things to the others' weapons. You can bring me their weapons. I can make them better, make them gooder, shooter, faster.
You can have mine and make it better. I'll ask, but everyone's really stingy with their stuff.
No. You'll see. They do better. Like that rocket. It has saved people.
That was impressive.
Nohu, as you're standing there, that sensation of growth on your body has not faded. Those little wings that were carrying you around by the legs are kind of flapping towards the ground. What happens with those wings?
Those wings, like, for a moment, Nohu feels them like starting to flap, and he just like puts like a face, and those wings like start moving like upward, down, up his thighs, above his like butt cheeks and then rest on his backside.
And suddenly those little wings are like.
Oh, all right. Considering the weight difference and their size, they're still a little bit small. But take a while to grow in. Okay.
Did you
fine.
always have those?
Yes.
Okay.
Did those wings try to run away?
They climbed up his back just a second ago.
Wouldn't they fly away? I don't have legs.
Are
All
they
right.
like real wings?
He says
Like
he's always
the
had
other
them.
Are you using it right now? Can I get
No.
like a
Flap,
Piece
flap,
of better
flap,
from it.
flap.
They need to readjust to the new place. I mean, they have a bit of a pivot advantage down on my legs. Now they need to grow in a little bit.
Did someone
Anyway.
say Kaizen was asking for help?
Yeah,
You
I've
see
been
Kaizen
hearing
in
his
the
voice.
distance.
I think he's a ghost now. Are we
Oh,
haunted? Like
wait,
I
what?
can hear him, but I can't see him.
Where did you hear him?
Kaizen!
Gee,
Can you not hear that?
If you travel towards the voice, you will then start to
Go
hear
that
Kaizen.
direction.
Inside of the building that he had been hiding and firing arrows from, there is a collapsed section of the floor and a dark hole with a bunch of like moss and stuff kind of falling over it a little bit. You can barely see down inside of it, but you can see the little glowing symbol on Kaizen's forehead as he stares up from the bottom of this pit.
Ah! Your eyes in the dark. That's like
It's
ghost
this
shit.
thing. Shh, this thing. Kaizen, are you okay? Are you a ghost?
fake the timeline. No, I'm no ghost. I need help. I'm in a predicament down here.
Oh, wait. I haven't. Wait, is he like deep? Is he like very deep on the ground?
He's about 20 feet down, 15 feet at the top of his head.
Okay, wait. I think I have a thing
5
for
feet
you
tall?
here.
I have a thing for you here.
Would 6 distances be enough to get up?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a grab my backpack, grab my giant portable lab, set it on the ground, and put my little those vials and stuff that I cook, and I'm gonna put in some how much ingredients do I need to
You need
to
2
get 'em-
unique ingredients to create just a regular brew.
Cool.
You
I'm
can
gonna
do
put
up
in some
to-
of those frog legs I pulled up from those dead things. And what's good with
Big
what's a good
frog
jumper?
leg.
What's a good jumper?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just grab a little bit of Felicia's fur. I'm gonna put that in there.
You
It's
put some
okay.
fur in there.
Don't you like Kaizen? He needs a. You're a good jumper. It'll help.
Would you
Uh,
have
What about those rockets I put in your bow? Don't you have it?
I'm kind of sitting
I'm
on
gonna-
top of a very large explosive at the moment.
And I'm gonna put it. Gonna finish it and make it a little drinkable little potion in a vial, and gonna
Hey, Kaizen, catch and drink this, and you'll be able to reach us.
Patchy, do it. Oh,
he
don't
drops it over
don't
top
not
of you.
catch it.
Give us an aware or an agile roll to catch that. Roll target is a 12 or higher.
Oh, Lord, child.
What do I need to roll?
Not you, Kaizen. You miss, and the vial is either going to shatter on the floor or against you. So give me a high or low, Kaizen. Which would you prefer, getting hit by this
Floor
or
is the bomb, though, right?
hitting the floor? Yes,
When
the
we
floor
say
is the
floor, we
bomb.
mean-
Get hit by it. It'll help you.
No,
How
it's but he's on
Let's
a
just
bomb,
ace that.
Patchy.
Let's just ace that.
Okay, so high or low? What do you want to hit you? High or low?
Hi.
High, he says. Okay, you're in luck. The vial comes down and kind of spins a little end over end, and you see this goop, just fizzing goop splatter all over your face, your upper torso, and yeah.
What was that?
Did you get it?
So
All over.
So
Yes.
what potion did you use? What brew did you use there, Patchy?
I used my where's this thing? Ah, God, I need to figure out this resolution. The masher pulley paste. I did the effect that allows him to flinging him 6 distance away,
Right. Okay. So this
so he
goop
can reach us.
splatters onto you, and as it smears down your face, we will now have our first side effect of the night to see what happens.
Also, there is apparently a complication that Mac Jackal Ranger slid right on into your DMs
Yeah,
there,
He's
Ty.
sending it to me.
Thank you,
hasn't
Mac
put it-
Jackal Ranger.
He hasn't actually put it in there yet, but he's going to be. He's typing it out right now. I'm fairly
Well,
sure.
hurry up and resolve this situation before he does.
Side effects.
All right.
Side effects.
All right. So we got, and I have to say what happens. Oh no. Kaizen, this
Oh,
stuff
no.
splatters across you, and you start feeling really strange. You start feeling this tingling and then painful sensation as the user's veins grow out of their legs and feet into the ground, tethering the user in place, causing entangled. Setting yourself free requires cutting these tethers. If you stay put, though, you'll gain 1 hit point around in healing. So you have become now tethered by your own veins to the
Couldn't
bomb.
you have just lowered a
And
rope?
Suddenly you hear a ticking noise start up, and then the brew kicks you.
Plan B.
The brew comes out off of your face, spins down, and big boot lights slams into your rear end, launching you upward. You tear the veins free from your legs, and you go flying out of the cave. He flies about 10 feet up
Goofy.
out of the hole. So you're going to gain a wound
that
to a
supposed to
leg of
happen?
choice. You have one of your legs of choice take a wound, and you take 1 health in damage.
Any leg, just choose which for leg.
My left
What's
one.
your dominant leg?
All right,
Wound.
so you've taken a
No,
wound. You took a small amount of damage.
He could have used the jetpack in his bow, and he probably wouldn't have suffered any damage. But I like this. It's
Jetpack in his balls?
As
How does that work?
as you go flying out of
Flying
this
out of the
hole, roll tough to catch
From the
yourself.
hole, get away from the hole!
I'm gonna run from the hole.
You run away from the hole. Patchy, do you run from the hole?
I'll grab Patchy by the scruff.
I
All right.
can't. I don't have the chance to. I get pulled away from the whole hole.
You have no choice. I don't trust your judgment.
And
Don't worry, I'll take a look at
Kaizen.
what's happened in the hall.
give me that,
No, get out of the hole!
give me that tough roll, Kaizen.
Oh no. Okay. Come on, Dice God.
Nice. You spin through the air. You hit the ground. Your leg is a little bit bloody. There's pock marks and not that great stuff happening all the way down it. That whatever's left of that chemical agent that Patchy threw all over you kind of squirms for a second and then dies, just turning into kind of a sticky paste. And Nohu, you move past. You hear that tick, 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 as Nova and Patchy kind of run away. You look down in the hole and you hear. And as you look down in the hole, give me a aware roll.
A war roll.
Where's Kiara in all of this?
Standing behind everybody.
Butt pounded?
I'm
I'm not. No, I'm back up on land, but I'm not anywhere near that.
I'd assume
debacle.
you were
Looking,
keeping an
dodging off
eye
in the
on.
distance.
I'm sorry, I did assume that you were keeping an eye on Clay since he passed out.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Nohu, as you look down in this hole, you see the motion has caused this unexploded ordnance to slip free just a little bit, and down inside of the hole, you see that the bomb has situated itself on top of some well-made alarm clock that is now ringing. That's where the ticking noise seemed to come from, and it seems like the primer is a dud.
Oh, good. Then I'll go down and dismantle the bomb. See if I can salvage anything.
Give me
It was a clock, you guys.
Give me a brains roll as you climb down to take the thing.
See, it
apart.
was a clock.
A clock. A clock. Supposed to know it was a clock. What did you do to my leg?
What?
Ew!
No,
Wow.
nice, 18. With an 18, you proceed
I see. It's because of the kind of frogs these are. It happened. Shit. I didn't know this was the weird veiny type that like attached it. My bad. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It was just terrifying, but it's fine. It's fine.
You got a little bit of an amphibian DNA in you. It'll grow back. It will heal itself.
I can probably try to help you with that, Kaizen.
Or that. Or you can let nature do its course or that.
Aw, I think I'm nature. That's nice.
You know, I think I'm going to go with Nova on this one.
I mean, sure, I got you out of the hole with the alarm clock on it.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it so much, Patchy. You are just...
It's fun, isn't it, by the way? It's a fun jump.
It was. It was a great sail. Now, Nova, could you please help me?
The old little Skixons love that trick. They would just like fly into the enemy lines and like butcher whatever it was in those little in those like windows where the Empire barracks were. It was a great sight to see.
While Patchy is talking to Kaizen and distracting him, I am going to use Kiss It Better when it's my opportunity.
Opportunity.
As
You know, this was actually a halfling technique that we would use. We would like use our sizes with this thing to like get into like places of the enemy barricades that the others couldn't get into. And
I can't remember.
Catapult yourself into battle.
I can't remember the name
a
of
halfling
your.
with a set of swords and daggers and this ability. Oh my God, it's a sight to see.
I could imagine, actually.
Nova.
Oh, man.
So Stella moves forward. Stella moves forward and then proceeds to lick Kaizen's leg, and that will remove that wound entirely. So suddenly you're not bleeding any longer.
Correct.
And that is gone. So back to Nohu, down inside of the hole. You sit down with it, you grab out some of your tools, you're able to dismantle the parts of the bomb that are there, and you're able to collect some low-grade scrap if you'd like. It'd be 2d8 low-grade scrap and 1d4 applications of spark powder.
Say again, 1d8?
2d8 low-grade scrap. So 9 low-grade scrap is in there. Collecting more and more and more of this stuff. You're in an abundance of this scrap right now.
Super abundance. And how many spark powder? 1d6?
The D4 spark powder charges. It is old. It's relatively well contained. You got 2 spark powders. All right. So we'll go ahead and give you those real quick. Spark powder. There you are, and 2 applications of spark powder. Wherever that just went on.
Already
your
added
sheet.
the
Okay,
scrap of the low quality.
Excellent.
Just need the spark powder.
There it is. General good spark powder's on you now. You're at 166 weight once you have everything on, by the way. So if you're carrying all that, you are barely moving. All right.
Understandable.
So Nohu, you grab the rest of those bits that are down there. We hear clanking and rattling. We see like springs flying out of the hole as Nohu works on this thing. And we move back over to Kiara for the moment. So there's a lot of crazy hullabaloo happening over there, and Clay is laying on his face after saving you down in the water. Is anything you say to him or to the party as you see him just gray-faced and kind of ashen laying there on the bridge?
I mean, I'd try and slap him awake is really the first thing that would happen.
He is out.
Would I think I asked this last time, but I'm going to ask it again to clarify. Would I know, or could I roll to know if antitoxin would do anything to reverse this?
You did roll last time, and antitoxin only works against various types of poisonings. This doesn't seem to be that.
Boo. Boo! Okay.
Although it's
Did
very
Patchy
handy.
say that Did Patchy say that he had a thing that could save Clay, or was that an out of character situation?
Did you say that out loud, Patchy, that you have a place you could go to fix him? I don't remember if you did.
No, not go. The thing that he has on his person currently that I could easily steal from him and use on Clay.
He would not divulge
If you do that, I will
information.
actually kill you. I would actually go insane if you'd actually touch that. But no, I don't think I did.
Bet?
No touchy.
Well, then
That
there's
would
not
like
a-
destroy Patchy.
There's not a whole lot I can do because I can't carry Clay in this state, and I don't know what's wrong with him. So
Perhaps, maybe Patchy has a shrinking potion.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have a
okay.
shrinking potion, but I know a place where I can probably heal the guy.
We have to get him there, I think, is her concern.
Yep.
Well, how long is it? It's doable, right?
You believe that it's about a 4-hour walk if you head over there now. You believe he's got between between 5 and 6 hours of usual survival based on how tough somebody is.
Random thought that didn't come from chat at all. Answer very strong.
Correct.
True.
Shannon, that's a great thought that didn't come from chat at all.
I know,
100%,
I felt
yeah.
this tingly like sensation in my brain, and then poop, right there it was. It's like some wonderful human being was like, "Hey guys."
Yeah, that voice in your head that,
Yeah.
It
You know
almost
what,
sounds like a
McSherry,
friend,
If I
really.
had a voice in my
Apparently.
head, I'd want it to be McSherry.
We also
What?
have jetpacks, apparently, that could get us there, I'm assuming, really fast.
Some of you do.
That seems more dangerous, though.
Those
but,
are
you know,
kobold jetpacks.
I'm just gonna ask the ants though. Oh, ants!
Yes.
Also,
What? Oh, would you guys be willing to help transport our giant friend there to where are they taking him, Patchy?
what's the place called again?
I don't know, so I'm asking you.
Currently, it's called the
I'm
mess.
asking the voice of the guy. The
Everybody
mess.
refers to it as the
It's
mess.
like 4 hours walk that distance, but we could get there faster if we run.
We could also maybe all ride on the ants. Hey guys, can you take us to the mess and we can on the back of the ants?
Queen demands food. Queen demands food.
Oh, well, can't some of you go and then the other parts escort us to the mess, which I'm sure has a lot of food. Like it's a mess hall, right? Like lunch.
Scout.
Hmm?
Give me a charming roll to see if you can convince some of the ants to go with you.
Come on, ants.
12.
13, because I have a +1.
With a 13, I will say that you can convince one ant to go with you. It'd be enough to carry Clay.
Okay, well, that's better than nothing. This just adorable little good look at your antenna. Yes, you just adorable little ant. He'll take Clay.
Cool. Question. Clay needs to do toughness rolls, right, to survive?
Yes.
One of you elves, spit in this bucket. Cool. I'd count this as a second Nova spit, not the one in the that I already have.
Okay.
Just
How much of my spit?
which counts as 4 ingredients, apparently.
Yeah, that's strange.
You are so willing to give him your spit.
Well, I'm trying to I'm trying to save your friend here, okay? I'm gonna do a mush-up pulley paste and do the brew kicks the users into high gear, granting +3 to 1 stat for the scene, and I'm gonna make that toughness.
All right,
Which,
so you're going to...
with the 4, will, I believe, turn to even more than +3.
It's a +4 now, yeah. So he'll gain +4 to all tough rolls for the rest of the scene, which I'll say that the scene is going to start when you actually go on the trip, when you're traveling, because that's when he's going to have to start making those rolls. So...
Yeah, giving him medicine or resistance thing.
Yeah.
Side effect.
So we'll roll for the side effect the moment that you actually give it to him to travel, but you take this in and you start working on it, and immediately... Patchy, you know something is different about this brew. For some reason, the chemical compounds seem to be reacting in a much greater way than is normal.
What? To the spit?
Yep.
Is that why Kurt's count as 4? Like, the same as the, what's it called? The EAS 874? God damn it, Ty, you crazy! I think that is what it is. Wait a minute. Why? Wait, what the fuck? Why is this thing happening with your spit?
Patchy looks at you.
You're asking me? What are you talking about?
It's not supposed to happen. I've seen elf saliva mixed with this shit. That doesn't happen.
I don't know why you're just spouting random numbers and pointing at
But
me.
I know why this is happening.
Give me a brains roll if you want to take some time. I mean, you'd have to take time to start to analyze this, which you may not have a lot of. 17.
I got
Nice.
a lot of brains.
So, with a 17, all you can tell is Nova's genetics seem to be acting like a more potent version of elven features. Like somebody that's been imbued with magic in some way. It's abnormal for sure. Without an actual lab, you wouldn't be able to tell specifically, but there might be more to it than that.
Okay. You and I are gonna stick close with me, please. Also, take these vials and spit in all of them, please. All right, let's go.
I just keep walking.
Your mouth
I'm
dries
getting
up
so many
very
ingredients.
quickly.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Just so you know, uniques do mean that you can't continue to use the exact same things over and over again forever, though. So
Then sweat in them and put a
That's
little bit of your
harder to
hair.
collect.
And I guess, and I don't know, just if you get shot, also put a little bit of your blood or something. I don't know, just whenever a unique moment comes where you can,
This
You
is
could probably piss in them.
Oh.
That would probably help.
Kiss a what?
Sure.
piss in
Piss.
them.
Oh,
Probably piss in them.
oh.
Hey, I
This
did
is
not make
getting a
this
little
game.
weird.
I did not create this system.
I just really want to piss on all of Patch's things.
For the record, Nova, if you ever end up dying during
No.
these escapades, I will not allow him to dismember you and put you in jars.
Well, if I'm
I could save
That was
millions of
strangely
lives by
endearing.
doing that.
very nice. Thank you for protecting my corpse. But
You're
really,
welcome.
I'm done using it. So
Oh, all
Have you
right.
guys not heard the concept of
Nova's
organ donors?
a donor sign on
Yeah,
her,
I'll-
her
I'll
ID.
sign it.
Hacked to bits.
fine.
All right.
Patch
all of
can
you.
use me for whatever he needs.
Oh, jeez. We do not put that on my card, please. So we're going to speed this up just a little bit as you all collect supplies and items from the depot in kind of a hurry. You know that the rest of them are there. It's going to take a bit of time to kind of cart them back, but you can leave them in a crate here and then collect them later if you want to save time and hopefully save Clay's life. I'm going to assume that you all leave it behind, but you grab what things that you might want to have. We will see a scene as you are walking along a really old trail, something that used to be well traveled a long time ago, but obviously the environment has kind of just taken back over the road and killed it.
Thanks for the sub, Camper.
Thank you, Camper. Triple kill. Took down 3 months. As you are all traveling along this road, Nova does have that little device. Patchy's got a couple of modifications too, and I'm assuming we'll see a scene between Nova and Nohu at this moment, as you wanted to have that installed on your mother's revolver.
Yeah, after I filled up all of the vials with various things. Nohu, I've got this thing. It looks like one of those sentry thingies, which would be really good to use on my gun because I'm not the best shot. Do you think you could connect it to the doohickey with the Watanabe?
Just as an addendum, I would have Nohu would have kept all of these scraps back in the depot because it was just weighing him down too much for this trip. However, a question for attaching mods and the like. Do I require any scraps, or do they help in the process? If so, I would have taken just the bare minimum to attach whatever we have.
It would take 1 scrap to add something to an item. And yes, if you happen to be using high grade, it's going to give you a +2, mid grade 0, and low grade is a -2 to the roll. If you fail the roll, it takes an hour more to put it back on again if you want, and wastes any scrap that you were using, same as if you're doing repairs.
All right, then I'll be taking 5 high-quality scraps only with me for each of our weapons whenever I have the time.
All right, so
That being said, oh yeah, sure, yeah, hand it over to me. I can do it. I'm great. I'm good. I'm the best.
Best.
she hands it over to you, and she spits again. No, but you don't have anything left in the
I'm
tank
having
at this
habit.
point, I don't think. Cotton mouth.
Probably going to need a moment not walking around for doing this. But yeah, I can do it just as soon as we take a rest or reach whenever we are going.
All
You're
right.
the expert. I trust you.
as you all
Oh, I have
continue.
heard that it is a bad idea. Okay.
We see all of you traveling eastward over the course of a couple of hours. And the further that you travel, the more desiccated and kind of odd the surrounding wilderness starts to look. You see trees that have become slightly mutated, limbs that grow down towards the ground rather than up towards the sky. You see fragmented trunks of both mushrooms, the giant shroom trees, and the wood ones that are around that are kind of segmented, like 4 or 5 trees tried to grow out of the same stalk. You see the ground nearby start to become a little more green and putrescent. And the further that you walk, the more you kind of start seeing Patchy getting lost in his own thoughts. Patchy, every single step towards this place, you get this sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach. You almost feel sick. Do you say anything as you're getting closer to town? You can see it in the distance now. The fragments of the building, some of them still in decent shape, but obviously miscolored. Quite a ways off still.
I don't like this. By the way, would this place be bad for Clay?
Not at this
Kill him.
point.
Okay.
The thing that happened here has long gone to the point where it is now inert.
Would Nova have any idea what this place is?
You can get some general feelings. As a matter of fact, why don't everybody roll magical? Other than Patchy, you already know what happened. As you go walking in this direction. It looks like all of you so far. Yep. Everybody there, actually.
It was famous.
Oh wow, 3 of us have 17 magical. Look at us go.
As you were all walking...
Screw you, Kaizen!
As you're all walking
I already
towards
have
the
it
mess-
noted down on my map. Don't worry.
As you're all walking towards this mess, aptly named, of course, you start to get this feeling like your skin is itching, like the air is acrid and sulfuric almost, even though it's more of a feeling than an actual smell. Your ears start to buzz, like your head you start to develop a minor headache as you're walking in this direction, and all of you can see Patchy just getting more and more quiet, and Felicia like starts getting growly at people, like irritable cat syndrome. And pretty soon you see the outlines, the broken crags, as it were, of buildings long abandoned, covered in vines and marshy growths and
Before we get there,
fungus.
can I do something really quick?
Yeah, you do still have a little time before you'll be there.
I will go to Nova. Nova seems to be the one that can do this the most best. Hey, can you while we're there, can you take Felicia and like make sure she doesn't see anything there?
Doesn't see anything.
Yeah, maybe like take her little carrier thing that I don't usually put her in, but like, you know, keep it closed just enough to breathe and just make sure
I'll
she
try.
doesn't look. Of course, it will disturb her. Just
Felicia?
yes.
Felicia?
Felicia there in the back. What?
Do you want to get inside the bag?
Bag is a bag in a different place.
You could pretend it is.
Do I know she can talk to Felicia actually?
Huh?
Do I know you can actually speak to Felicia? I forgot about that.
Don't lie.
You see Nova like kind of meowing noises and stuff towards.
Wait? She doesn't like that. You're just doing sounds, right? You're like
No! We're chatting. We're having a conversation.
Do I believe?
Before I
that?
went
Is that,
crazy,
like,
I could speak with
possible?
animals.
You already saw her talk to ants, and they did what she asked.
That's true, but Felicia's Felicia and answer ants. I don't know. That was a different
Roll
thing.
brains. Let's see if you can determine at this point that Nova's able to just talk to any animal.
I don't know if I want Nova to talk to her. Just don't talk to her, okay? Just shit.
You're a very
Go on.
strong individual.
What do I do?
So
What is a critical failure
you got a
in this
critical
case?
failure on figuring out if Nova was able to talk to animals. So you have 2 choices. One will be you believe Nova's insane. and you will believe that pretty much indefinitely. When she's talking to animals, obviously it's just scientifically inaccurate. It is not likely. There's no way that that could be a thing. Or
I like that.
you do
Okay.
something right now that gets your crew in trouble.
Ah, can I eventually get convinced that she can talk to animals? Like, not always treat her like an insane person. Like for now.
I'll let
That
you
shows
do
you
re-rolls in the
person.
future, and if you get a natural 19 or 20 on future rolls, you will break that prejudice thinking that Nova is insane.
Or character development, maybe. I don't know. Just make sure she doesn't look at the things and talk to them.
So you believe Nova's insane then?
But
Got
she's
it.
good with Felicia. What can I do? Whatever.
You can put that on your notes. You believe Nova is thinks she can talk to animals.
Hey, we all have our fantasies.
So what do you keep
I'm
saying
not
to the
judging.
cat, by the way?
Just roll my eyes. Ask her if she would like to get a backpack. She asked if the backpack was somewhere else. I said she could pretend it was.
Pretend. Do you have food?
Yes, we have some questionable rations.
I'm down with questionable rations.
Why don't you go pop in the sack and take a nap?
You see, just
I will
Felicia
make
just leaps into Nova's bag. Tail
You know-
out, big body kind of like struggling to floop into it. And then the rain starts. A rather serious downpour suddenly comes out, like the heavens just opened up and buckets flood down onto all of you. Through the pouring rain, you can hear the river nearby that you've been following a little bit in this direction begin to become a bit louder than before. And your wet clothes begin to stick to you like a second skin. That armor that you're wearing, tinking in the rain, Nova. Everybody else's leathers and cloth just getting very wet, slick, and heavy. Kiara, your hood just absorbing that, and then your whole face just having water like running down it very quickly. So, Patchy, you know that in order to get into town, you have to go across the Alcades Bridge. It's the western bridge for the city. There is a rather complicated riverway that runs just outside this edge of the town because sometimes it is flooding, sometimes it is full of debris and muck. It's almost always got some of those leeches that are never any fun to deal with in them. And you do know that based on
Hope leeches.
the compound that you used here before, those leeches are probably mutated and a bit more dangerous than they were last time you were here. But crossing the bridge should be relatively easy if the Empire allows you through.
Wait, Empire still, like, there are people in the Empire here.
There's individuals now posted at the entrances that are quarantining off the mess so that people can't get in and out of there until they deem it safe enough and the paperwork has gone through to go back and begin the clearing up of the city.
So we gotta go
I'm sorry,
through
are we
there,
in Chernobyl?
That was what my first thought was, to be honest.
Are we in Chernobyl? Because I don't want to be there.
Also, the only person that we have that's adept at making papers is unconscious.
I can do a little bit.
So, we can go through there. The bridge is safe, but underneath, like, the other pathways have those slug things, and they're, like, probably worse here. And, I don't know if their Empire's got people stationed here that was likely, and, I don't know, anyone has plans? We can jump again, I guess.
Hey,
The
Ty.
ant nearby goes
Like that with my thing.
to Nova, by the way. The ant nearby goes, can't go. All done. And you see it like drop clay on the mud and it turns around and begins walking back.
I'm that ant. That's
Thank
me.
you. So we all rolled to know what the hell this place is. So could you clue us as the players in on what our characters know about this place?
You had sensed a great deal of magical energy that was far off, like an echo of an echo at this point. There had been a catastrophic release of death and body aether at one point in the past. and it seems to have
Abraxas, what did you do?
mutated and damaged the lands around.
God damn it, Abraxas.
All of you feel that.
Sorry about it.
Like the stink on the air. And you again hear the rushing of the river nearby. And then you can see in the distance a bridge right outside the city where there's a few lamps that are on that are kind of flickering in the rain.
Oh, I know. I take out some of the old Empire's uniform that I grabbed from the pile and I slap it on hastily. We can pass like this. Yeah, I'm the captain. I'm the important one, and you're my prisoner.
So, but those are really old costumes, and you don't quite fill it out right. You know what I'm saying?
In Nohu's defense, Nova, it is raining so hard that seeing the difference between the officers' uniforms and the normal Empire uniforms might be difficult.
In your defense, it's raining pretty fucking hard, so.
Yeah, I'm the best. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. Look. I'll go first.
So he's the only one that bothered to grab one of those uniforms. So
Would the Empire be doing like cleanup services, like they did in Chernobyl, sort of like people going in to go through?
yeah, the
waste
Empire
or
has
whatever?
been sending in agents at various times to test it, alchemists and things of the like, to try to reduce the damages to the area, make sure they don't spread to the surrounding territories, because they are slowly.
Nixon to be used to, as like.
Not they don't use Skixin here on Miocenis because of the dangers of the Vincier.
I don't know how we're gonna justify me. I was hoping
I
that
know who
maybe
said-
they were using expendable Skixin to clean the place up, but
No, who said prisoners for some reason? Like, you're gonna be taking prisoners into this irradiated area.
No, who does?
Yeah. Also, I mean, if Nohu is going to be passing as a dwarf, we could probably pretend that you could also pass as one, Patchy. No offense.
Huh?
Or we could walk
You
in the
could
shadows
also-
and not have to walk directly in front of them.
Honestly, we have one problem that we haven't surpassed yet. Do we know if any of us or all of us carry clay at this point? Because our aunt went home.
Oh goodness.
Wait,
You want another problem? Who's already
Yay!
heading over to
Pumpkin,
the front?
No, who starts walking
said we
towards the
found
bridge.
something.
At
We found
Nohu,
I'm tired
something.
of planning.
as Nohu walks towards the bridge, you see some Empire supplies kind of stacked in this area. It looks like they're sometimes brought across the bridge to other areas. You see PPE, various uniforms and objects used to do
Thanks,
some of
Nick.
the cleanup. So you have some supplies here that could dress you up as a crew.
As a cleaner's crew.
Yeah, as a cleanup crew.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, but like they don't use Skixin. You said though.
They don't. You're gonna have to find some way to hide yourself.
Tuck your ears. I keep having to do it.
What if I hide behind Clay or like control Clay in the rain? Like a puppet thing.
If you're
Are we
strong
weakened
enough to
Bernie?
do that,
Are we
yes,
weakened in
can-
Birdie and Clay?
Yeah.
Can I?
Um,
Can
I'm
can Patchy and Nohu do the two-man job, like dressing up? Would that
Yes.
make us a single dwarf size?
Patchy, how tall are you?
Is that a man or a kobold in a stick?
like a standard Skixin. No, like,
See, you're 2.5 or 3 feet tall. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. Did you ever write it down?
Exactly remember either. It's not really written here.
It should have been on your notes. So
I just want to point out that
it's
the
not-
two of us
it's-
who are
it's not on my
twosies
notes.
can get a +3 to disguising ourselves.
you can.
Great.
There's only one Tuesday though.
Oh.
Nova's a
I'm a-
Tael.
Probably a standard.
I'm a Tael.
Yes, that's what you chose.
Awkward.
Oh, that's right.
For shame.
Well,
So I
Nohu
go
is
my
pretty-
3.
So
I can hide.
yes, between Nohu and Patchy, the two of you standing together, about 5.5 feet tall, which would make you slightly tall for a dwarf. Some dwarves are up to that range, but you could also pass as a shortish Humi if you wanted to do that. The Humis do obviously still work alongside the dwarves in the Empire. Ooh, I got another +1.
What is which one's gonna be the face? The furry one or the scaly one?
That's what I was just wondering.
Those are Humi.
Obviously me, since I can talk.
Obviously, me, since I came with the plan.
No, I can't talk. I
Fight,
can only
fight,
see scheme.
fight.
You do it, no. I can only speak scheme.
Continue to fight. Have fun.
All right.
Oh yeah,
You could
dressing
just wrap
this.
something around your face since or safe tech. Was there safe tech? Did anybody have
There
safe tech?
is safe tech in the box in the PPE cleanup. There's a 20-minute safe tech in each one of these boxes.
Put that
Yeah,
on
yeah.
your face. Know who?
Yeah,
Also,
grab it
a
all.
+1 to the next GM roll.
I saw that. +1 is an apology.
No, the head.
Yeah. Let's go. I'll climb over to Patchy, dress up, and let's move. Over to the right.
All right, so Nohu and Patchy, the two of you together, this is going to be a rather complicated event. Patchy, you need to roll strong to see how well you're supporting Nohu on
No, my
your
strong
shoulders
is my
This
weakness
is-
now.
as you're going.
This is Crash Pandas all over
This
again.
is Crash Pandas all over. That is a 6. So you can either struggle with Nohu making his disguise roll lower, or just find out you're not strong enough to put him on your shoulders. One or the other.
Can
I can't. I can't.
Can I use chaos to have Stella brace them?
Potentially. Give me a chaos roll, then roll magical. You want to do 1 or 2 applications of it?
Just one.
Just 1. Okay.
I'm using them on my
Yes.
friends.
Give me a
Chaos
magic
for
roll.
these guys. This is exactly what we need.
That is a 12. That will give Patchy a +2 to that strong roll, making it an 8, but it's not that great.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time on my ace. that
All right,
time.
acing. Here goes another chaos roll. Oh, that is chaos
That's
right there.
chaos.
That's straight up chaos.
Cool. Turn
I mean,
How is
maybe
this
they'll be
working
2 times their
exactly?
size.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen.
Hey.
Would it be both of them?
This is
Or do
currently-
I have to choose one?
This
Or
is
how does
currently
this
targeted
work?
on Stella, technically, who would have been touching Patchy. So it'll be chaos on Patchy.
If he gets tentacles, those can be the legs then. Or he can shimmy them up over to the arms.
If he's butterflies, no one's gonna shoot down a butterfly.
It's true. It's true.
Sinan, do I have your consent to roll chaos on your character?
I could also drink a performance-enhancing drug that will give me a +3 to my tough.
Patchy just has
But
Viagra.
But I've
everywhere?
already. There's no. It's either yes or no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
All right, here it goes. Target this ability, or one random target in the affected area, has any weapon that touches them instead becomes sheathed in that part of their body, removing all damage that will be caused, requiring an opposed strong roll to remove the sheathed weapon. All right, so
Wait, what?
nothing seems to happen to you, Patchy. Nothing seems to happen.
I do not like that. What? What'd you do to me?
Apparently nothing.
happened. Yeah.
It was.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Which that can think you can speak to animals? What'd you do to me?
I just
Come
have
on,
this
let's go.
glorious
All right,
mental image
Patchy.
of like
Everybody dress up already.
With
Come on.
the assistance that Stella has provided, if you drink your potion, if you drink that brew, you will have enough strength to hold up Nohu. You're gonna drink it?
Oh no.
Wait, who, me?
Yeah. If you drink your
Yes.
brew, you will have enough strength to hold up.
Sure,
Patchy.
but I made that for clay, and it was for tough. This is strong.
Yep.
I need to make another thing.
Yep. You'd have to make another one, but this would allow you to be strong enough to hold up Nohu.
Okay, I'm gonna use ant feces and chitin bits.
All right. And what liquid are you using? Just some of your water?
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
does anyone have the mental image in their head of like Nohu's foot being like right up against Patchy's snout and his like claws in his eyes as he's clambering to the top? Because it
Yeah.
brings me a lot of joy.
I'm so-
I'm not going to mention it. Thanks for the share.
You're welcome.
All right. You use that, correct? There, Patchy.
Yes. And I guess I'm gonna put what's it called? Crystalline to Clay's thing.
That is only when you create the potion. Crystalline is immediately makes your potion permanent. It doesn't make brews that people have drank permanent. It makes the
Oh, but did Clay drink it because we didn't do the side effect?
yes. He had to drink it, and we'll describe what's going on with that
Okay,
here in
cool.
a second. So you now use your brew, and of course you have 2 tolerance. So choose if you want to reroll or remove the effect. But the side effect that hits
or
you,
make it positive.
that's true because you have side effect reject. The user is suddenly struck as you're standing there, Patchy, and you take this drink and you slug it down. You get this rush for a second, and you realize if you added a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg and took a little bit of cocoa powder, you could make that recipe into an amazing pudding just once. Granting +4 to a cooking roll to make it in the future, the pudding will grant +1 benefits for the scene to up to 4 people when consumed. So you know how to make a really awesome pudding, and you can do that once in the future.
But it had feces.
Yes.
Delicious.
That's one of the
Okay.
regional dishes.
Oh,
you
it's
know?
gonna be
just
better than
gonna
know
take
whose food.
this one. I'm gonna
Correct.
take this one.
You're just gonna take it?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Okay. Patchy really enjoys the flavor. The tangy bitterness would highlight perfectly into a pudding, apparently. And Patchy, you become strong enough. You lift Nohu up on your shoulders. Nohu, you now need to give me a aware roll to disguise yourself as an Empire soldier. You do have some bonuses because it's raining so hard, but we'll see. We'll see what you get.
All right. Can I add my fortune favors the fool for this action?
Absolutely.
All right. That's all that I want.
And that is an 11. That's not great. So you just have a really mediocre costume on. It's like you bought it at the, Walmart or something. So, some
Have
really
you tried
low...
drawing a mustache on your finger and holding it in front of you?
Yeah, mustache on your finger.
Look, it's the costume is all right, a good part, but it will be the interaction that makes it or breaks it,
Totally.
So I just make sure that whatever insignia or marking in the costume or uniform is like really, really, really shiny and nice to see, so that I can be flashed the moment I step in.
All right, excellent.
Obviously, my wordplay is going to have a greater weight.
So Nohu is going to be leading the way. And as you walk up, there's one other thing I forgot to mention that you found, Nohu, which was rather important back then. You did find in the depot a letter, and it looks like important documentation of some kind from the outpost. You can read that later if you'd like, or send it over to somebody else, but I've got it for you as well.
All right, thank you.
So
Yes.
there, you've got it. If you can read that. Anyway, so all of you kind of march forward a little bit, and now we're going to bring up a map.
Oh.
You're the map. And we'll bring that up here for our audience to see as well. Might as well have it. Here we go. And we also want to make sure they can see our rolls. So since we have changed to a new layout, that means I have to make a couple of things here. Okay, there we go. That's in
Not yet, Shannon.
place. Not yet, no. I'll give it to you in 1 second.
I got you. Because I was the same thing. I was like, I didn't get what.
You don't
I
get
can see
anything.
Steven's eyeballs
There we go.
going. Oh, so.
Share with
My
everyone.
eyeballs?
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh my god, a map!
So we will move Nohu and
map.
Patchy together to where they are. And
It's
then
freaking raining.
it
That's
is
so cool.
raining, yes.
Welcome to Unity.
Clay's behind everybody
That's so
right now.
cool.
Who's like moving Clay along? Who's carrying Clay? Are you pretending he's like a drunk soldier? What's What's the deal?
So it's wet, right? So now
Yeah.
it's slippery. Can we just drag his ass through the
You
mud?
can drag him through the mud. Sure.
I have a -4 strength, so I can't drag him
I
through
have a
the mud.
-3 strength, so I cannot drag him through the mud.
Maybe Chicken can.
Yeah, we like make a little cart and Felicia can pull him.
Yeah, we can No, she's in
Here,
the
she's in the
backpack,
back.
but we could maybe rickshaw him.
Can we put Clay in the backpack?
No.
Alright, I tried.
All right. While you are here, I would like to have all of you just give me an initiative roll for no reason, just in case.
I'd rather not.
I
thank
didn't
you.
give you a
What if I
choice.
just don't?
Yeah, no.
There's a 24 for Kaizen. We got a 27 for Kiara. We got a 10 for
Oh, a 10.
Nova. We got a 20 for Patchy. Good rolls tonight for some of
Don't
these
mock
things.
me.
And Clay's unconscious. And Nohu, did I get you already? You got 11, right? No, 14. All right.
Can you stop rolling?
No.
Okay, it's just 3.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Okay, there we are.
Stop.
So, as you all move towards this bridge, I'm gonna say at this point it's gonna start on Patchy, since you and Nohu were leading the pack. So you're at this end of the bridge, and yeah, it's dark, it's rainy. You can feel the rush of the river nearby. You can barely see figures in the distance holding light, standing huddled together for warmth under some sort of canvas tenting across the bridge. Through the pouring rain, of course, you hear the powerful river underneath as mud flow and debris tumble viciously, tearing at the edges of the river itself. Rocks, chunks of debris, things that have been washed in from upriver have now just continued to pour down. And yeah, that's where we're at. So you're currently the legs. So movement is from you, Patchy. You can go ahead and move as you wish. Up to your...
Are we really the
movement.
leader? Or do we really need to be in front?
You are really currently
That
the
was
leader.
what y'all chose.
I didn't.
Know who did?
You're part of this.
I guess we're going forward.
Great adventurers go first.
Pachi, you know, walk with purpose. Stand up straight. We have to make sure that they know who is in charge here.
Patchy, your move is 5, so you can move up to 10 if you want to use both actions to move, or you can save one.
Stop talking to me. I'm trying to look all official.
Keep
Damn
on straight.
lizard.
There's some stairs. There's like five steps. I mean, just go one after the other. Don't worry. But go right. Go straight.
Don't backseat driver me. I know
So-
what I'm doing when I take footsteps ahead of me.
So you may notice, Nohu, that your vision is very, very dark. Patchy, you may notice that your vision is not very dark, because technically you can see everything you can smell nearby, so you see in the dark little ways. But I am gonna have to deal with that because you
I didn't like that laugh.
you're currently inside of a coat. So I don't know if I can.
Well, I have a little gap
Change
that I
it?
can look out from time,
No,
so I
that's
can
fine.
smell.
All right, so we'll just say that you're
Please
currently,
let
yeah, you have
that
to
be
peek
at
out
crotch
and you
level
can
for a
smell
regular
it.
person.
Just a little nose. All right, so that right there is Patchy's turn. We hear in the distance as you two have gone across the bridge somewhat. I'm assuming you're saving your other standard action for now. Is that right, Patchy? All right. You hear mumbling in the distance as some of the officers nearby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if anybody notices you on the bridge. They are keeping a lookout. They're playing some sort of poker game, and most of them are completely oblivious to all of you right now. But in the distance, you can actually start to see them. facing the wrong direction, but you can see them. Let's see, that is number 2 and number 4. All right, so you can see those soldiers at the other end of the bridge. They're all kind of chatting and talking and trying to stay out of the rain as best as possible. So now it is Nohu. You're up on top at the moment.
Yeah, but I can't really move.
You can see them. You can't. Yeah, moving would probably not be a good idea unless you want to try to find some way to move Patchy forward without using his legs.
Without using his leg. No, I'll just try to stand as regal as possible, as commanding as possible, as I clear my throat and shout, We come in peace. I mean, we come for a piece of this place, for cleaning. Yeah, it's right. Yeah. We come to clean this place.
What?
I'm General, Super General, one of the 71st Brigade.
There's no who
So Empire.
shouts on the bridge. No, what language are you shouting in?
The usual Miocenis.
So Miocenis language, Miocene.
Mio, yeah.
Go ahead and give me a charming roll, and we'll see if any of them can hear you.
Stop him.
All right. I'm assuming.
As I realize that Nohu cannot speak Dwarven, I'm gonna start being like, officers, cleanup crew, sent from Avalon.
You hear a dwarven voice come out of your crotch there, Nohu, suddenly.
I thought he didn't speak Dwarven.
Well, let's see first if I get a
Did you
good
really
roll.
think he was telling the truth?
Go for it.
You
Yes.
said charming?
He
Yeah,
never
give
does
me a
the
charming
truth.
roll. Critical failure!
Yeah.
Crit failure.
Is there a different bridge that we don't have to
no.
go on with these two?
Do you want to have something bad happen to you, or
I'll take my
to
chance at the river.
all of those around you?
We already ran away from the
Can
leeches
I use
once.
my Ace Forest because it's a joint
You,
effort.
no, this is Nohu.
This is me. I'm going to drag you all down.
No.
Maybe another.
Don't have so much fun
Nohu's
with
using
it.
an ace.
No. Just this one.
Just
Maybe
this
he'll
one.
be so bad at
That's
it.
Yeah.
it too. All right, Nohu. In the pouring rain, you shout out this information, but nobody notices because it is so quiet compared to the downpour. You need to get closer. They can't hear you yet.
Actually, get us closer. They can hear me.
Oh, do you not speak Dwarven? We're Avalonian.
I'm going to play my next action for when we are closer
All
to
right,
say the same speech again.
Nova, your turn.
No, they will get suspicious if you don't speak Dwarven. They're
I'll
on
never,
fire.
I'll never catch on. Just look at them. They're so dumb and smelly.
I'm Dixon in here, you damn lizard.
Where? Oh, you. I think they can't even see you. It's all right.
Will
are
it be suspicious if we don't speak Dwarven as Empire officers?
Probably.
Am I wrong?
No,
assuming that?
it looks like you're arguing with your crotch.
He's like just shouting down at his junk. All right, Nova, what do you do?
I'm gonna try to figure out how to get Clay, I guess.
All right, so give me a strong roll as you attempt to pull Clay onto the bridge.
Can I do it in any other way that does not involve strength?
Can you get your spirit babies to pick them up?
They don't pick up.
Damn.
I mean, I could chaos, but it would hurt me. And
Stella
it could possibly do
can-
badder things to Clay.
Stella can aid your roll to try to give you a little bump temporarily.
Oh, with the adherent?
Yeah.
It's just a +1 though.
Yes.
Then I would be at -3. I would match Kiara.
Actually, I don't think it's
Hey.
Kaizen,
+1
I can
anymore.
assist.
are you a strong person?
It
Plus
is-
one, but it's better than your, what, -4?
It's actually
Why
+2
did
now.
you clap up earlier? Get this
Plus 2
guy
now.
back.
It is +2 now because your adherent is level 1.
Yes.
So
All right.
Okay, +2. She'll help you. Maybe Kiara and I can just take a leg, and then you can pick up the torso.
Perhaps someone who speaks both Dwarven and Avalonian should go help the two who are yelling at their crotch.
I do, but I'm an elf.
As am I.
Right.
I am
Also,
that as well.
Probably even worse, honestly.
yeah. So we're really can't do that. The only dwarf is unconscious.
Perhaps we could throw our voice and pretend to, but someone would have to know who to shut up first.
As you're all kind of grabbing hold of Clay and everything there, you see him like flinch. You see like a pained look on his face, a flash of like black veins go down the side of his jaw, and you see him open his eyes for a second, and as he locks eyes with Nova, he goes,
I don't want to carry him any longer.
Maybe we put him under a tree and just put him somewhere where he won't get wet, and we'll come back to him.
Perhaps a good mud bath would do him well.
Wouldn't be the first time he laid in shit.
I mean,
Is that a side effect?
that is a side effect, yes.
Well, do we really want to carry him out onto this bridge? What if these two fools mess everything up and then we're on the middle of a bridge with an unconscious man?
Or he's laughing, and that would be even worse, because all of a sudden we're carrying a laughing unconscious man?
Lots of issues going on
just
here.
pretend he's drunk.
We could pretend he's drunk. He does get drunk pretty often.
He's a dwarf.
Or maybe we
not
could just
sensitive.
wade through the leeches.
You want to wade through the nope noodles?
I'm pretty sure the river is moving very quickly. Maybe not a good idea.
The river would be
There's
very
no-
difficult to cross right now.
All right. I could go behind them, and then I could be like, I am a dwarf. In Avalonian?
That was very convincing. I'm sure you'll do much better. Then we'll have 3 voices coming out of one body. Fantastic. Let's go.
Well then, what that also happens is then we can just sneak across very quickly. Well, there is a distraction happening by 3 voices coming out of one body.
Lords
suppose
and
this is true,
ladies
isn't
of
it?
fate, thank you very much for the raid.
Thank
We
you.
are trying to
We're
figure
having
out
a
how to pretend to be dwarves here and carry another
It's
one.
not
Honestly,
going well.
I think like the only person who would know how to be a dwarf would be me, because I've spent so much time with Clay, but also he's a very shitty dwarf.
I mean, I grew up in Avalon,
Same.
but
And,
not really.
Neither of us
My
have the
mom
best
didn't let me
gift.
outside.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I was right outside, but not really.
You guys, we have to figure this out. And they're over there being them. We left them unattended. That was our first mistake.
I can speak Dwarvish. She's not letting me.
Question, Ty.
Yes, Kiara.
If perhaps we had some amount of cloth or bandage, could we gag Clay to where he doesn't start laughing randomly to help with our cover?
You can always try.
You want to
Does
gag an
anyone-
unconscious man?
He would be fine with it, he's fine. Does anyone have anything that we could gag him with? I have a bedroll, but perhaps that is a little too big.
I
We just
literally
stuff a
have
whole bedroll.
corks. I have corks.
We could cork him, even
Cork.
better.
Hawk.
We could
I'm
cork
sure he
him.
would be okay with that.
How did you
I
cork
think
him?
Cork Clay.
I would cork
He'd
Clay.
be fine. He'd be fine. He's
It was the corks I found. Not cork. Why can't I say cork? Cork.
Can I
not
hear
cork.
this?
No, it is raining too hard for you to hear anything. Just a little distance
all
away.
you can hear is Novu's speaking to his crotch.
Yeah, no,
It's
who's
all-
talking
Right.
to you.
I could
I think
find
that is the
You
best
Alright,
thing we can
Nova.
do is to keep him quiet.
If you're gonna attempt to gag Clay with corks,
I don't want to use the term gag because I feel like you're gonna misconstrue what I'm trying to do here. All I want to do is quiet him down gently with a piece of porous wood.
Like a muffler.
by stuffing
Yeah.
it in his mouth,
I mean,
pig
or
style.
popping it in his mouth. and
Give me a
stuffing
give me a
it.
brains roll
Dramatic.
to see how successful you are at placing
Okay.
this.
Yeah, sure. You know what? It's fine. We're gonna put a cork in it. A cork.
Put a quark in it.
Quirk, whatever.
Cork.
Quarks.
Don't put a cork in
Lovely,
it. That
lovely.
would probably be bad for his health.
That's true. It's very true.
However,
All right, roll brains for me to put a quark in it.
what do you? I was like, okay. Brains.
Oh dear.
I mean, how hard is it to put a?
All right.
cork in someone's mouth.
So you shoved
We
a
keep
cork
getting shit
in
to
his
say
mouth,
cork.
but what I'm
I
saying
don't know
is,
why it's so hard.
what I'm saying is that the accuracy with which placing it there will stop him from being loud or laughing is negligible with a 7. So you don't have any idea how useful it's going to be.
Well,
We could
I'm
do-
not wasting a piece on his face.
We could do the original plan, which is we can puppet Clay like a drunk person, and then you can use your voice to pretend to be Clay instead of having 3 voices come out of no hoot patchy body.
That's smart. So Kaizen, you hold up the torso, and then Kiara and I can man the arms.
All right, let's go.
All right.
How could
So
it
this
be
is gonna
worse
be
than a cold and a Nixon in a trench coat?
we're gonna be moving
It
based
couldn't
on
be any worse, right?
we're gonna be moving based on Kaizen's initiative with everybody there. Kaizen, give me a strong roll just to see how well you're able to manipulate Clay and Kiara and Nova use
Okay.
agile for me.
How about
Nat
nat
20.
Yes!
Oh!
Kaizen, do you wish to let's see? Do you wish to find out at this time that puppeting people is a skill of yours, giving you a +1 anytime you have to pretend to control other people in the future?
I feel like that's going back into Brax's
Or-
territory.
Touch.
Or do you want a free ace that can be used for either you, Nova, or Kiara in a circumstance where this whole weekend at Bernie's Clay situation is happening?
I feel like a free ace would be worth more than a +1.
All right, so you have a free ace, but you can use it on any of them in their rolls while you're doing this. So I'm going to say that Nova, you move over next to Clay. Kaizen, you're in front. And then Kiara, you're going to be off and to the back just a little bit as you all work on this together. On Kaizen's turn, you'll begin moving. And Clay makes a tough roll. Okay, Clay's okay for a while. Kiara, Kaizen, you are up. You can move one of your move distances away.
Hold on, can I make an argument that I can use Hidden Rabbit to help us with this situation?
I also should be able to do that. It's still in my character sheet, and I never officially said I was a Tyel. I just said it didn't make sense that I was a Tuesday because I never hid.
That is true. You are a Tuesday on your sheet, so you're both Tuesdays. I will say that the +3 will apply to yours and Nova's rolls when you're attempting to pretend to be Clay. All right.
Also, Kaizen got a ace.
Yes, Kaizen just got an ace from Mac Jackal Ranger for that
Compensation
gaslighting the
for
party with the
gaslighting
alarm
party
clock.
with the alarm clock.
Mhm.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, Kaizen, so go ahead and give us your move. Looks like you have 6 moves, so you can move up to 6 squares away. Just go ahead and drag your character over there, and it'll show you now on this how many squares you're moving at the same time.
Unless we rock it. Let's see.
Unless you
Wait.
rocket, but you're the only one with rockets.
Are we going to
Let
go
the
join
elves handle
them?
this one.
I think it would be best if we either go ahead of them, probably ahead of them. I do not know what they are doing except for arguing, so maybe we should go before them.
Well, we can't quite. We're gonna have to go right behind them there.
That's okay. He's the leader, so we wouldn't want to get in front of them anyway, because that would be breaching rank and rude.
And it gives you a nice little nook to hide and talk.
So everybody has moved forward a little bit, and with that, we move back to Patchy, and the guards at this point turn and recognize that there are people on the bridge. You see a little bit of commotion happen as they all turn and start heading towards everyone. Just to cut you off on the bridge and make sure that you're supposed to be there.
Who goes there?
And as that happens, scene fades to black as we go to our break for tonight. We will be back in about 10 minutes, everybody. It's been an interesting evening so far. Will our
Boy, has it.
wonderful heroes here make it past this this dangerous encounter with these interesting dwarven people?
Probably not.
Or is everybody about to die? I don't know. We'll have to
We're
see what
gonna be
happens
fine.
when we
We have
get
backup
back.
characters, all of us. It's fine.
All of you have
We
backup
do?
characters. I'm sure we could create
just
them. It's not that
Close
bad.
it, nothing bad will happen.
But thank you again for watching, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dreams of Silver and Stone. I need to learn how to add rain sound effects to my games. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
We are now in a potentially dangerous situation as you make my rain sound effects. As everybody here is on this bridge, these dwarves have shown up. Let's make sure they're all viewable now. Why don't we?
Yeah, these dwarves have shown up. This captain, the best captain ever,
The
and
best captain ever.
Bernie, the best in command. These dwarves here
It is now
are
Patchy's
those
turn.
surely the ones
We
you're
two
talking about.
dwarves.
Patchy, you're the legs. You're the mobility center of this fake dwarf.
Well, do we have a helmet on? Like, they can't see our face, right?
There is safe
Okay.
tech on, which is, in this case, it's like a steampunk style mask with big ventilation systems on the side, tubes that run down to a small pack, and goggles. So, I mean, if people look, it kind of looks like maybe Know Who's face is a helmet, like some sort of scaly hide helmet with this kind of crazy looking very Empire standard goggles. So it looks like you're wearing a face mask, maybe, that probably shouldn't be allowed. It's not Empire regulated like attire, but you know, close enough.
But they would expect us to speak Dwarven at least.
Most likely, yes.
No, do you speak Dwarven?
Anyway, as I was saying, I am the super commander here in charge of cleaning.
I'm gonna start speaking in Dwarven and go, "Hey! Empire cleanup unit! Being sent from Avalon!"
Oh, this is going great.
So the first Silver Shield soldier like walks forward, being escorted by two others, while the rest kind of wait behind. And as they get
Identify
closer,
yourself, soldier!
the first one that comes up goes,
You identify yourself. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
No, you. We are recent dispatch from Avalon. Arrived in Miocenis a week ago. It's I was a part of a cleanup. This here is a prisoner that needs the higher ups in the Empire. What was that? What was the Secret Service thing that the Empire did?
the Mithril Order?
Yeah. Oh. We are bringing in a prisoner. Wait, are we pretending like Clay is?
I'm not a prisoner.
Oh, never mind. We're just your cleanup crew. Yes, we're here to shovel shit and radioactive mess. God damn, Vince here did
why
a
don't you
big
give me
piece
a-
in this place, didn't they?
Give me a charming roll to see if you can convince this officer that you're some sort of strange cleanup crew. Because of the rain, I mean, the target's going to be... You got a 19, nice. So because of the rain, the opponent's
No,
going to be at
I did a
-2
20.
to the roll.
I did a nat 20.
You did get a nat 20.
Yes, I did,
Holy
yeah.
cow. All right, so...
That's 2 nat 20s
That's
on
not
this
fair.
That
ridiculous
is
shenanigans.
20s. Now, the opponents do not have critical successes, but I will state that you have a choice here, Patchy, of either catching these individuals off guard with all of your crew, or being able to continue this dialogue pretending to be Know Who's voice in a way where they're never going to realize that the voice is coming from Know Who's groin instead of mouth.
Oh, they rolled a 22. Shit. So.
But it was a man.
It is. You are going to succeed here, but that's just against this one particular soldier.
I don't want to risk Clay getting shot in this if this turns into combat. So, I'm going to pretend like I've got a little, like they don't understand it.
All right. So the voice coming from Patchy is going to be taken as Know Who's voice, but you're going to need to lip the motions with your mask Know Who to be convincing. Otherwise, you'll have to just keep talking on your own. Patchy, so you have convinced this guard that you are part of the cleanup crew coming in to do the work. Kind of looks over to you.
All right, then. Just make your way across the bridge, all gentle-like. Once you get to the other side, just present your papers to
So,
CO Kennel.
guys, there's gonna be a problem when we pass them and they see us on his backside.
CEO Kennel. Got it. Wait, what?
I'm not talking to you. I'm
He's
talking
drunk.
And I will
They're just
bring my
scary.
attachments, my crew, and go CEO Kennel. Got it. As
Alright.
you were, soldier.
No,
So
but
you
you
start-
have to pretend to be a drunk.
You start moving there, Patchy?
Wait a minute. I'm just playing poker here.
Are you moving, Patchy? Yes or no?
I am moving, but I'm giving them shit for poker.
Mike, you've
Don't
never
you
played
realize we're
poker
in
in the rain
Vincia
before.
territory? Don't you realize we're in Vincia territory? We've gone through one ambush while we were on our way here.
You did? What happened?
We took down those rat bastards, but you know we lost one back there. We have to report it.
Because they're
Because they're Skixin.
Well then, good job for you. I'm sure that the paperwork will be in order very shortly after the encounter. You can write down, of course, if you have your dossier handy, you can give it to the CO.
Paperwork.
Look, we've lost one of our guys. We are tired. I'm seeing you do dilly-dallying
Captain!
like a bunch of...
Captain. I may have dropped the destroyer off the bridge.
Yeah, Destroyer, I'll get that Destroyer. Our crew needs
Destroyer
to
of the
rest
bridge.
our legs a little bit and mourn after we go through there. For a second, I won't tell them about your little poker thing if you give us a little bit of slack before going to CO Kennel.
Come on.
+1 to Sinan for the pun from Mac Jackal Ranger. On your
Honestly-
next roll, of course.
Honestly, Nova, I cannot tell the difference between you and drunk Clay. You're doing great.
All right, so Patchy, are you moving this round or not?
Yes, I'm moving.
Alright,
Don't
good
let me
moving.
see you playing poker and not at attention when I'm going back, returning out of here.
Is anyone questioning why someone on the cleanup crew is yelling at other people? No? Okay, just me? Fine.
Am I in trouble? Am I in trouble for dropping the destroyer?
Just pick the Destroyer up.
It
Which
doesn't. It fell in the river. We're over
What
river.
fell in the river?
The dossier.
Oh my God, Winston! My fellow soldier Winston got shot by those rat bastards that got coming here. So that we lost the Destroyer dossier. So I guess we gotta do something in there. You know what? While you're at it, why don't you go down and find it? It's better than you playing poker here.
They look at you incredulously in the rain.
You want us to look inside the raging river for a dossier. You're gonna rewrite it.
Fine. We'll rewrite the dossier.
Everyone has a weird case of bronchitis all of a sudden.
All right, Patchy, where did you move? Move your character.
We're not all
Damn it, I'm
French
moving
like
my-
you and can say dossier.
Dossier.
Out of my way!
As you get incredibly close,
Wee
I need to
wee.
move you for a second. The soldier steps
No, that is what you were
aside.
doing in Patrick's Files.
As you walk there, the soldiers go to turn and walk away. They get a nice close look at your movements, and now it is Nohu's time to put on a show of looking like a dwarf. Nohu, give us your best charming roll to attempt to continue looking like you're a dwarf.
Didn't me giving them shit about poker didn't do anything about them not paying attention to the back? That was the purpose of that.
Nope, because you're cleanup crew.
Let's
You are
see.
beneath them.
Come on, Nohu.
Charming.
Come on, Nohu.
Charming 14. Your opponents get a 12 and a 15. However, you are one shy, Nohu, of pulling it off at this moment. Is there anything you can do?
It's I can reroll. I give it an ace.
All right, there goes a reroll.
Be charming, Nohu.
Yeah, super charming.
There is a +1 from Mac Jackal Ranger to Nohu. I'm gonna say,
What a shame.
since it took a second, that you do get that +1. That puts you just enough to not be noticed by those threats. And they turn and proceed to start escorting you back across the bridge.
Oh, thank
1,
you.
2, 3. Moving forward, you hear one of the officers, or the officer nearby, speaking to one of the soldiers, and it just says to him, "Who are they? What do they want?"
Well, they say they're cleanup crew coming over to start some work.
In the middle of the night?
Well, yeah. I mean, it takes a while to get across the countryside, of course.
Right. Exactly. Takes a while, and they were talking for a while, very blusterous.
Yeah, the one in the front keeps trying to order us around. It's kind of strange. Doesn't know his position.
Doesn't know his position, you say?
Yeah. It seems to act like he has some sort of authority over us.
That's very odd.
Oh, of course. You know, they said they're a little scramble-minded. They were attacked by the Vencier.
By the Vencier? At what coordinates?
Oh, we didn't have them. Said the dossier was missing.
Dossier was missing?
Something about it being dropped in the river and we needed to find it.
Very convenient. And we continue moving on. Nohu. Your turn. You're up at the top. You've been doing the talking, basically, through the mask at this point in time. What are you intending to do?
What can I do? I mean, no, is pouty. I mean, it's his plan, and Patchy stole it from him completely by doing all the talking. If he starts talking now, he's just going to discover everyone. So he'll just keep mimicking whatever Patchy's like screaming about.
All right.
But
So
there's a certain like tiredness to it. Like, oh man, this was my time to shine.
Poor Nohu. Give us an aware roll to try to match up and to sync with Patchy's voice. Any movements that need to be made. You do fairly well. 17. Nice. So, at this point, we now have you waiting still to use any additional actions you may want to take. So you have one standard action left. I'm assuming you're going to hold it for now?
Yeah. Until something else happens.
Okay. We move back over to Nova. We're going to stay on Kaizen's turn. That is when everybody is going to be doing things. So, Kaizen, go ahead and move your move distance as you start traveling up the pathway behind them. You have enough that if you want to use both move actions, you could potentially pass no Patchy, Pahu, whatever you want to call the two of them. Pahu.
Okay. Let's just go next to them. Or do you want to go ahead of them? What do you think?
You should just probably let him continue on ahead of us. Or
Does
Yeah.
keep us, hit the point.
Okay,
What?
we're just going to go.
The more ridiculous shit Patchy says, the easier we can just kind of slide under them right now.
Okay, we'll just stand next to them.
All right.
yeah.
Everybody
This is how
moves over.
teamwork happens.
Communication. This is how elves communicate.
As you get closer, the soldiers
Assume.
kind of walking away. One of them turns back.
Mm-mm.
Hey there. What seems to be the problem with your friend?
Which one of you is the
Who?
voice as they talk
Me?
towards Kaizen and Nova and Kiara? And
What do you
Nova.
mean? What's wrong with what friend?
What are you speaking in? Because they're
They're
speaking in
drunk.
Dwarven.
Same.
Okay. Give me a charming roll. We'll see how well this scene goes real quick.
Oh, I'm so glad Nova's the voice.
That is a 17.
17.
Oh, yes, Queen.
Your friend, the one you're all standing around, kind of holding him up.
Well, we were kind of pretending to be him. Oh.
You're poisoned.
Well, okay. He got he got hit in the head
Hit in the head during the
Yep.
Vencier attack.
during the Vencier attack. Those mother thing mean bad guys. They, you know, and then he was like, and randomly he's like, it's very disturbing.
Very.
Very strange.
So at that
Anyway,
moment,
can we go? Because I've got a thing with heights, and the bridge is making me nervous, and I'd really like to walk.
Clay's eyes come
Why
open,
my FUD?
looking at Kiara.
Can I just
See?
The cork
What are we
goes.
talking about?
The cork just goes poof and flies through
We
the air.
tried to stick a cork in it.
What the hell?
He got hit in the head. Don't you understand head trauma? Do you have a medical degree? Nova starts channeling Patchy. Do you really think that this is the time or the place to be unprofessional about what you're doing? You need to let us across the bridge right now.
Roll brains to see if you can match Patchy.
Oh, God.
That is a 10. Not great, but not terrible.
It's not natural.
does hold on? Does Nova get a +3 because she's trying to hide hidden
Part of
rabbit?
disguise, yes. So you got a
I'm
13.
hiding. Yeah.
The soldier is just like,
Fine. Whatever. Not. Just get. I don't get paid enough for this nonsense.
Holy shit, it works.
I don't know how, but go with it.
Just keep going.
We're going now.
soldiers continue to march across the bridge somewhat, and Patchy, it seems like it's going well at the moment.
Sure. Okay. I guess I strut along.
All right, go ahead and move forward.
I'm I don't have my arms free, right?
You do not have your arms free at the moment, no.
They'd be waist arms.
You move over into that position, and the officer steps forward, clearing the area for the grunts to kind of move around. They start moving into positions around the outside, near the table, near the encampment, near the torch, trying to stay warm, shivering kind of, you know, and the officer steps forward towards you. As he walks up in your direction, he goes, "Show me your badge."
Badge. We have a badge here.
It's
That
in
is
your
a
other
completely
pants.
inappropriate thing to ask somebody.
No. Where's the badge?
You seem to be delaying quite a while. Show me your badge.
Pocket sand and then run.
Oh, I bet he's better than pocket sand.
Our vehicle got destroyed on our way here by Skicks and terrorists. We lost almost everything there.
You
You
seem
got
to
it.
be
Few
wearing.
places that direction.
You seem to be wearing your uniform. Your badge should be inside your left inner pocket. Where is
That-
your badge?
That uniform, as you can
Pocket.
plainly see, is really old, and we found it after ours
Your
all
pocket.
burned up.
Check your pocket.
Check your pocket.
Is there a badge in my left
What is
pocket?
that?
There is not. This is not an active uniform. This was one that was found inside of a box as an old supply.
Was it in his pocket?
No.
No.
Like I said, we lost almost everything on our way here in the ambush.
You there! He points out to the others behind. Show me your badges.
I
what
Ty,
is
I have
that?
a real quick question for you.
Yes.
Could I perhaps use, I know some tricks to create something made of metal that could fit it, you know, approximately badge sized, to perhaps be able to bullshit my way in it.
You can attempt to.
Cool.
You're going to have to invoke chaos on this, though.
That's fine. We're gonna try it.
All right, give me a magical roll. Your roll will dictate how hard it is for him to identify that this is not an appropriate badge. What?
While she's doing that, I want to invoke my adherent, and I want to go have Stella pick the pocket of one of them and grab their badge out of their left front pocket.
Okay.
We're gonna just ace that.
There's an
They
ace.
know it's one of them.
How about a
Ooh,
20 plus hopefully 3 because it is kind of trying to be a
It's
disguise.
not a disguise. That was
Damn it.
creating something. All right.
Still, I can.
So you've seen a lot of Empire badges. You emulate one to the best of your ability. And you put a random series of numbers upon it and a name. What is the name you put on that badge, Kiara?
Hugh Jorgen.
Hugh Jorgen. Got it.
Yep.
Nova, you attempt to pickpocket somebody with your adherent. Give me a roll for Stella. And spend your overload, of course.
What is Stella's? Oh, it's gonna start hurting.
This would be a +2.
What?
So it'd be
It's
a
gonna be
plus.
2.
It would just be a d20 +2 for Stella to do it on their own.
A d20 +2. Okay.
Yeah.
Boop.
1 and 2. So, Nova, Stella is able to move over. Just describe what it looks like as Stella steals that and brings it back to you.
So it's like, I mean, nobody sees anything, but maybe people see like moving of the water. So like that very vague shadow, like through the rain of a thing. And then it goes behind and then kind of just digs their like little snoot in the pocket and pulls it out and then comes back and puts it in my front left pocket.
All right, and suddenly you've got a badge in your pocket. Kiara, you've got yours, which you bring up and bring
I agree
out.
that with Strat, it has to be Private Hugh Jorgen.
Private
Yes.
Hugh Jorgen. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And the officer steps forward, standing like directly in front of Patchy and Nohu, or raising his hands out. And Kiara, you and Nova step forward with your badges. What about you, Kaizen? What are you doing?
I
Look at
am
his
going.
friend, how
Yeah, he's holding up clay.
He's just.
I'm
holding
going
back.
to activate See the Heart and see if I can weasel out any information from that would help me or get me through this.
All right.
Yeah,
You
this-
see the heart. Are you using See the Heart on whom?
The captain.
The captain is already aware that you are all not soldiers using See the Heart. He is also a time mage.
Oh,
You guys,
fuck Nugget.
he
no,
knows.
gonna know.
He knows Eddie's a time mage. You guys, I don't.
In order to figure out
But he's
your
a dwarf.
badge, this officer happened to reach down and grab a hold of your badge, Kiara. As he did so, you see a slight flash of Aether behind his eyes as he gets a 32 in order to see you. So,
Wait, he's a dwarf though.
he is a dwarf, yes.
He can't be an Aether mage.
Yes, he can.
I am
When did
going
you
to
change that?
I
use
did
my
change
reserved
that.
action to initiate introspection.
Introspection kicks into gear as you prepare yourself. As the soldier touches the badge, he looks at it. Cute.
This is what happens when we don't have our
Jorgen?
scoundrel with us.
We're doing good, okay? We're trying real hard.
We're dead.
I don't think
Correct.
even Clay. I don't think even Clay is 32 roll of a good.
Should we start attacking?
So as he's standing there, the soldier reaches down and just hands you back the badge, hands the one back to Nova, not seeming to have anything on his face. And he puts his hand right on the chest of Patchy Who, and you see one finger just, it's right where your nose is at. We've been looking for you for a while, Patchy. And you see the raindrops slow around you for a second. And suddenly everybody is potentially caught by surprise unless you have an option to avoid that. Can anybody
Okay, Kaizen
hear?
and I are both super adept at timey-wiminess.
I also cannot be surprised because I initiated.
Nova and I can use hidden rabbits. We can't be
Yes.
surprised either.
If you wish to
That's
use hidden
right.
rabbits, you'll avoid being surprised in this moment.
You're a way
Yes,
better
However-
please.
And then See the Heart. Yeah, I'm good.
I had my hand ready, close to my closest vial, full of attack stuff.
Okay. So as he
Attack
touches
juice.
you, you notice the coat that's around you seems to rewind time very quickly and back behind everybody. And now there's just Patchy and Nohu on each other, Nohu on Patchy's shoulders standing there. And this individual reaches down, and attempts to grab a hold of you, Patchy. As
I
they're
immediately
attacking.
tried to drink my what's a better thing here? Venomous. Wait, is it my turn? No, is it?
It's
It
not
is.
your turn.
Grab.
You're on a defensive action, so you can use reflexive, which you can drink a potion reflexively, if it's been crystalline.
Yes, it is. But which one do I use? I am going to use my the kick an enemy one, or the mashup polypaste,
Mash up polypaste.
and spit it out.
All right, so you just stuff this in your mouth. There's a crunch noise, and we'll be rolling for your side effect now. See what that is real quick.
But I made this. I need this to be powerful, so I made this with frog organs and dwarven frozen skin and something good. Blood of an Empire Sergeant, and I'm gonna take another blood Empire Sergeant with me, and Empire Soldier liver. There you go. 4. So
All right,
double
4.
the thing.
So that'd be a +1.
Carrying this shit around with you?
Do you
All
have
right.
like an organ cooler?
He's got a styrofoam box.
Patchy, your side effect is something is going to appear in front of you that will stun you for the round, unless you use tolerance.
I use What would the positive version of this be? If I use my tolerance in that way?
If you use your tolerance to make this positive, you will be broadcasting a manifestation of personal success to everyone around, giving them basically a bit of inspiration. You'll give all of your party a +1 to their rolls for this scene.
I like that.
All right. So,
What does that
Patchy,
even look like,
you
though?
slug this down, and then suddenly there's this wave that kind of flashes out from you, striking all of your allies nearby. You all see, like, the heavens rise in thunder and the rain kind of part, and the enemies all cowering before you as you all are hit by a mind effect that is spread outwards from Patchy, making you all a little bit better this scene as you gain 1 benefit each. If you want to put 1 benefit into there
Dun,
for each of you.
dun, dun, dun.
Well, if
Dun,
you know what
dun,
my
dun,
name is, that was a
dun.
big mistake, you bastard!
All right, and then you attempt to
Spit out.
spit him. Well, so how does this brew kick? You swallowed it. So where does it come out, Patchy, as you swing this thing at him?
Oh no.
As I am yelling, it just mixes up in me as a whole chemical reaction, kind of like those. Wow, I should have used bug stuff in this. That would make more thematic sense. But almost like a whole, almost like a venomous excrement comes out of it and just hits this guy in the face, blowing him away.
All right,
You made the ability.
I did.
I don't know
So
how to even describe this.
go ahead
I'm
and
trying
roll the attack now as you attempt to hit him with it, and he will attempt to not be hit by it, gaining a 13 to avoid you. So it's on your page under your abilities. There's the
Polypaste kick.
There you go, and you have +1 to both of those. The rolls and damage.
What's the plus?
What's that?
So that's 2 unique ingredients. Just added +1 to this.
Yeah,
That's all?
+1 to the accuracy and the damage. So go ahead and give your roll with a +1 on top.
So where first for the attack? Accuracy?
It's on your first sheet, the polypaste right there. You can just roll from the damage section, either on your abilities or on the main sheet. And you got an 18. You hit. Polypaste kicks out and strikes him. It's going to be right in the chest. Go ahead and roll for the damage for me, and we'll add another +1 on top of that. Damage is 13, 14 total. So kicks him right in the chest. You see him stumble back a little ways from you. And then he very rapidly reappears back in front of you. And this time his fist comes launching out at your chest in a blur. So what do you do to defend yourself? Roll a defense.
Yes, but the fuck! Abort!
He gets
What
a
is this guy?
25 to hit you.
He's a dwarven time mage.
Oh my god, get over it.
Well, I don't. When do I get over anything, Steve?
Shannon knows
23.
the lore and the rules.
You happen to you're about to take a hit. So
Take a hit.
you're gonna get hit.
Ugh.
You're going to get
Didn't I
hit
the
in
plus
the
one? What do I need to pass?
you're hitting the right arm. You need to be 2 higher than that to pass. 3 higher.
Didn't I
than
get
that
a
to pass.
+1 before?
No,
today,
it's used on the
earlier?
next roll you make. You've already used that.
No, but like earlier today, like from the audience, they
Yes,
thought or
that would have
something.
been on the next roll you made. You've already used that. So, Patchy, you're going to be struck in the right leg. Do you wish to take a wound or damage? You can see what the damage is. You do have armor on, so that will take some of this away.
Yeah, I guess I'll take damage from the bastard.
The opponent does 7 points of damage to you. Your armor, of course, shrugs off half of it, so that would be 4 damage rounded up. So go ahead and take 4 off of your CHP. And at that point, he blinks back, reappearing distance away. Kill them all. They're threats to the Empire. One of those is Vincier. You see the soldiers become amped up by that statement, knowing they're about to take on Vincier's soldiers who they've been itching to get back at for a long time. And
You know, you could have just told us it was gonna be a mind-timey mage that would just like know through everything, so we didn't waste all our fucking shit trying to get past them.
what? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't have anything left.
Soldier steps forward a few steps, bringing out an iron club-looking thing, and then just swings it towards Nohu / Patchy. I'm gonna say evens, Nohu, odds, Patchy.
No.
It's going towards Nohu.
No.
So iron cudgel just comes flying at you, Nohu.
Defense! Defense!
Roll defense. Soldier has 11, 12, 13, 14 to hit you. You get a 24 to avoid very easily doing
Oh,
so.
wait, so what is... Oh, yeah, sorry, I wasn't like, oh, wow, that's pretty high, but yeah, my...
I am gonna take 2 off of that unless you get off of Patchy's shoulders. You'll be at -2 to your defense rolls because of the precarious position you're on trying to dodge. You still did get ahead of the target though at that point.
All right, I mean, it's not my turn yet, so when it's my turn, I'll move out of it.
All right, another grunt goes here, I believe. Let's see next. Yep, the officer's already gone. It is this guy's turn. He rushes over to the side and swings also metal rod at Patchy. Woof. These two, even though he said to kill them, let's see. Yes, I can do that for you, Patchy.
They think we're super cute and don't want to hurt us. Got it.
They are seeming to try to knock Patchy out to take him alive. NPC joins the fray. Chomper, the giant mantis, appears from the forest to find that his former best friend and adventurer Nohu is under attack. Or at least Nohu considers himself Chomper's former best friend. All right.
Aw.
So McSherry
That
has
tracks. All
4,
of this
5,
tracks.
6, 7. Give me one moment here as we add Chomper to the map.
This seems like this tracks for now.
Also, wasn't Chomper the name of the Tyrannosaurus Rex that befriended like Littlefoot and stuff in the Neverending
so.
Story, like part
Yes.
2 or 3? Yeah, I could know math, but I know that.
No, it's fine. Who needs math?
Suddenly, Chomper comes out of the woods nearby.
Go, Chomper, go.
And make you visible. There we are. A very large mantis comes out of the detritus nearby, and Nohu, you see it off to the side, and it kind of looks over at you and just turns its head and kind of dangles its claws. And you recognize that is a mantis that you pulled out of a trap one time before it tried to eat you, of course.
Aw.
Of course, I look at it straight into the eyes, and a connection has been made, at least in Nohu's mind. He's dead, and he'll go and defend him.
All right. So the swing still happens. So Patchy, you are being
Alright.
attacked right now by that one with the club. It attacks you and gets a 12, 13, 14, 15 to
defense.
hit. You have not used... You've used one defense, yeah. Go ahead and roll defense. Patchy, you're going to be struck. There's an ace. You got a 16 that time. That puts you one above. You just narrowly avoid this. Since it's such a close scrape to being hit, Nohu, I need you to make an agile roll to stay on Patchy's shoulders as he just kind of suddenly isn't where he was at a second ago. You are obviously very good at riding Patchy. So you're good. You're good there. Next one up.
Bye.
Grunt moves to the side where it's difficult to see him at the moment. But then there is a click noise and something gets lobbed over here. Oh, very poorly as a
Something
matter
gets
of fact.
lobbed.
So I need to roll to see where it goes instead. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it lands on the edge of the bridge. A copper pot grenade goes dink and lands there, teetering back and forth. Since you're so close, Nova, give me a higher low to see if it falls off the bridge or rolls back onto it.
Hi.
Hi, she says. It rolls back onto the bridge, landing right behind you. It is about to
Stella
explode.
knocks it off.
Estella reflects it.
Oh, this is a good question. Let's see. You mean the limitations on this thing instead of me just doing whatever the fuck I want? No, it's standard.
All right, so Stella can't knock it off. The explosive's about to go off. You can potentially try to jump on it to protect your party, or just have it go off and try to protect yourself. What do you want to do?
Can I kick it?
Uh,
I mean, that's a reflex.
I'll say.
I know. I have older siblings. I can kick reflexively.
I will say that if you do not roll high enough, you will just be taking increased damage from the blast because you're going to be right over top of it. Give me an agile roll.
If I take increased damage, does that negate some of the damage from my party?
We'll say that you are going to take the brunt of the explosion if you miss this roll. So your roll target is a 18 to kick this thing very rapidly as you spin around to do so. So give me an agile roll. 18 or higher. That is a 16, as Nova is going to take an enveloping damage explosion from a copper pot grenade.
So this is fucking brave, y'all. I'm gonna argue courage.
True. That's true.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Go ahead and give us a reroll.
Boop. Okay. Be better. That was not better.
Critical failure.
That's not better at all.
I am going to enact my free ace from my natural 20 and grant it to Nova.
Nova gains that free ace that's been roving around for a while. I did specify that was supposed to be for...
you did not.
For the costuming stuff, but I will let you have it.
I mean, we're still on the bridge.
We're in the scene, yeah.
Go ahead. You can re-roll.
Just...
Ooh, 22!
Just grunt like the dwarf voice, and it'll be the same thing. It's fine.
Nova twists, kicks,
Taylor.
and the grenade goes launching off in the distance and then explodes over the river.
Good shot!
Thank you! Got it!
Silver Shield Grunt moves to this position, grabs out a rifle, fires in between his allies, slightly upward, so it's a bit of a difficult shot, but attempts to hit Patchy. Shots coming at you, Patchy. Bang! The opponent gets a 14.
Can I do defense again?
Of course. You can always keep rolling defense.
You just have to click the little top button so it puts you at the negatives.
I've done that. You are gonna get hit.
It is wise to not get shot.
I mean, it is wise to not get shot.
Good argument.
Sure, I'll let you use wisdom on this, but only once per episode, just for that kind of, or every other episode or something. All right, here we go. That is a 13 versus a 14. You are one shy, my friend.
Oh, a +1 would be real nice right now.
You know, it would be a shame if we vamped until someone gave us a +1 from the audience.
Would be tragic.
Oh, make sure you did give for all
Make
of
sure
us.
I mean, I
For
would
the,
say
for the sub
that
bomb,
gifted.
Whoa.
for the sub bomb, it is not a +1, but it is an ace for everybody in the party.
Yay!
So if you'd like to re-roll there, Sinan, you did just get an ace from 2. No, that's way worse.
Jesus.
I don't know about
All
can I
right.
donate my ace?
You are going to be shot in the chest, Patchy, which means you
Patchy's
cannot.
gonna die.
You cannot take that wounded status from this, but here we go. Shot hitting you is for 8. That means 4 damage to your chest. Your armor takes another hit.
+1 to player's next roll, which would have maybe been.
Patchy does get a
You got it,
+1
next
now. But Patchy, you're at 8 health now. Your armor's taking a good amount of hits, is now close to being useless in protecting you at the moment, but you are still alive. And it is now Nohu's turn.
So I can't use that +1 on that defense roll I just
Oh,
did.
it's too
before.
late. Too late on that one. That
Also
one took
says
a little
the
too
next
long.
roll now because Ty got mean.
I did get mean. It is a +1 for your next roll. Nohu, it is your turn.
What did the fans intended by that action, though? Should we
That's
ask
what's
them?
the most important thing.
Nope.
Yeah, what did the
Really?
fans
No,
intend?
Nohu, what's your turn? Like, go ahead and.
Oh, that's how it is. Okay.
what he
Sorry, don't
does.
want to interrupt. The usual rant. We can get a few more +1s that way from the lovely audience. But from the meantime, Nohu will use his grappling hook to launch himself over to his lovely mount, over to Chomper, to ride it right into battle.
So you're gonna zip over onto Chomper. Give me a
Indeed.
grappling roll with Agile.
Oh, chump.
Joe.
+1 from McSherry to your next roll. No who.
There you go. So that gives you 24, and yes, you zip over and land right on Chomper's back.
Nobody got one too.
There's another +1 to Nova. All right, so go ahead and move yourself over onto Chomper's back. There's a 1 for Kiara. And as you land on his back, the creature just makes a loud noise. And you can now act on either your turn or on Chomper's turn for your actions.
And Kaizen.
All right, I'll hold my next action, and on Chomper's turns, when does he act? Does he have a?
He acts
separate-
at the end of the round. He's the last one at the moment.
All right. By Chomper's action, I'll hold my action for Chomper's turn.
Okay. Nova, you are up.
My sentry never got attached, did it?
It did not. Know who I think still has your gun, actually.
Son of.
Oops.
It's okay.
Oops.
I can give you one of mine.
Oh, I have a kukri, but I have to get close. Oh, well, no, I'm very close. So Patchy just got shot, right?
Shot and clubbed and punched in the chest.
Is he wounded?
No, but he's injured.
Just pick 'em up.
I think doesn't my licky thingy? That sounds weird. Doesn't my kiss it better make it? It's just for wounds, right?
It's wounds and healing, so you can do healing or wounds.
I will try to heal him. Then I will send Stella over to give him a. So it just feels like a big
Alright.
lick on his face from nowhere.
Suspend your overload, and you will be rolling your healing
It hurts.
for
Ow.
Kiss It Better, which is. I rolled it for you, but didn't need to. It's a D8 plus 1, so go ahead and roll a D8 plus 1 to give back Patchy some health. 9!
Nice.
Patchy, suddenly you get this wet sensation like around the back of your neck and down your spine, and your pain fades as you are fully healed.
Wait, what happened? What?
Nice heal.
What
Nova, you
healed
have,
me? What sensation?
you have one
Stella.
standard action remaining, Nova. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Your imaginary friends healed me. What you talking about?
Yes.
Correct.
I don't think. There aren't any Eternals in the area or other animals, are there?
You can only use one ability per round, and you use like
Oh,
a better.
that's right.
Guess it better.
Because I have all standard. I don't have any reflexive. I will be then holding my action just in case.
All right, so you're gonna wait with that last standard to use it as you see fit. Next.
Apparently, we have a request from the audience for you to say wet sensation again, but I don't know who. If
Wet
it was
sensation.
Ugh.
So
no one clicked that.
What?
this grunt moves over to the side, turns, seeing Nohu riding one, points out, "There's another one," and raises his rifle to fire at either Nohu or Chomper. I'm gonna give evens is Nohu, odds is Chomper. Coming at Nohu.
Nohu should be odd. I'm just saying.
Bang! Gunshot comes out at you, Nohu. The opponent gets a 15. Looks like your defenses should be reset because you had a turn, so you can roll to defend. Nat 20. Nohu, do you wish to provide a defensive bonus to Chomper while riding Chomper? So that would give your armor as well, the armor's bonus to your mount. Or do you wish to basically have the soldier's gun break at this moment so he can't use it?
I'll go for Chomper.
All right, so as long as you are mounted on Chomper, you're adding your defense bonus on top of his. Gunshot goes off. It just bounces off some hard chitin of Chomper's thick scales, and the soldier is done. Chomper goes at this point in time, rushing forward to attack while you are mounted. You don't have any control over Chomper, but you are riding it. As it just lunges forward with
thinking that I do.
Of course, and then there comes those clawed forearms slicing in towards this soldier. 20 versus the opponent. Trying to defend themselves, they are going to get struck.
Natural 20, I think you mean.
It is.
And I'm riding Chomper, so
we have made that a rule before that if you are creating. So I guess that is a critical success. Does Chomper? I'll leave it up to you again. Does Chomper find that while you are riding Chomper, he's more effective in combat, giving him a +2 to combat rolls? Or does he do a severe critical against this opponent, doing 3 times damage on this next attack?
He's more effective. He just has to come to the realization that we are the perfect team, the perfect combination.
All right, Chomper slices in, striking this opponent for 6 points of damage to their chest. And that moves on to Clay.
Wait. I did say that I had my action hold.
What are you going to do with your action?
I'm going to strike at it, at the grunt as well. I'm going to join my PDO melee attack against it.
Go ahead and roll. The opponent tries to defend itself, getting a 13. That you got critical failure.
No, I did not.
I got nothing.
15.
Yeah,
all right.
there we go.
Your opponent gets 13, 15. You hit. You strike this soldier in the leg somehow from that angle, dealing 7 points of damage. He's now taken a total. Okay, there we go. You are striking against this, but they're heavily armored. As you're smacking it, give me a brains roll. No.
Brains. Yeah.
15. You recognize that the soldier, the outfit that he's wearing in the rain, it was difficult to see as you've damaged some of the slicker that's over top of him, keeping him dry and everything. These soldiers are not standard grunts. All of the one in front of you especially looks like this is a special ops team. You're beginning to get the feeling that they were here waiting for you.
Oh, an ambush. How nice.
It's like a surprise party, know who?
Clay wakes up, looks over at Kaizen, and passes out again. Kaizen, you have used introspection. You are at the end of the round.
Yes.
So what do you wish to do?
Okay, so if I move, that doesn't mess with my introspection, correct?
No, because
it's
you're
done,
going.
so I get my.
Yeah, you get it as long
D6.
as you're going last. You get the whole bonus.
Okay, and I move right here, and then the next thing you know, I flash up here, shabam, and I use Flash of Red. The only thing you see is Kaizen stop, and then his arm out with his sword in his hand as he slashes the mofo next to him.
So let's see if you're able to hit. So, Flash of Red. You have +3 to the roll on that target, plus a d6, plus introspection. You went last, giving you a... Yeah, okay. So you have a total of 1d6 plus 3 to any roll you make. So go ahead and make your attack roll. The opponent tries to defend itself. Oh, they get a pretty hefty roll. That is a 20. So you have to beat a 20.
Would that be my Enlil attack? The sword attack?
Enlil attack,
Okay.
and then roll a d6 plus 3 afterwards.
You got it. Oh.
Oof,
Oh,
that is an
no.
8.
You know what? Ace that.
All right, there's an ace.
Try again.
That is a 13. Nice. D6
Plus
plus
a
3.
D6.
4. You can ace that roll too if you want.
I'm going to. Come on, D6.
Stop
Love me.
failing.
Yay!
6, 7, 8, 9
Plus 3.
plus 3 is that's a 22. You hit. So the attack goes whoosh, and it doesn't seem to do anything. But then as your turn expires, as the end of the round comes, suddenly the guard just goes and you see blood just spray out of him. As you cause very rapid strike damage, go ahead and roll Enlil damage and add on your Flash of Red damage, which is the d10. And another d6.
And another D6.
So there's
Nice.
20 points that you cause to this soldier's leg. You just... the leg shears off, kind of falls down. And as you're all standing there, the tarp breaks free from the nearby object that you slashed at the same time as that. And as it flutters through the air, it blinds the two soldiers in front of you as they're now trying to escape the tarp.
Woot woot.
Thanks, Camper.
Kiara, your turn.
Cool. So it's not an action for me to use inconclusive insight, is it?
It is not.
I would like to use inconclusive insight specifically on that time mage captain, please.
Okay, what are you seeking to get inconclusive insight
Who
about?
the friggity fuck does he think he is?
Who does he think he is? One, you recognize that he is not actually a dwarf. There is something about the way that it is standing where that individual is kind of hunched over in an odd way. He's had some sort of surgery done. And is very powerful magically in a way that shouldn't be done with the Empire. Usually they don't trust Aether mages. So that's your inconclusive insight.
Cool. He's bad juju, got it. I'm gonna use one action to step in front of Patchy. So that way, he doesn't do that.
All right.
And then, I would like to angle my shot with daddy issues to hit both soldiers because it's a cone. My new fancy
Your
gun.
cone only works if you're out of close combat range with the targets you're attacking.
But there's a close roll thing.
It does.
Is that
It
just
does.
with one
It does
person?
additional damage to one person if you're real close to him with a shotgun.
I'll do
There's
the
only
guy in front of me
chaos.
then.
All right.
I mean, yeah. What, can I use chaos and hit both of them with the close damage?
I suppose you could attempt. Yeah, go ahead and give us your attack
Cool.
roll
I
with
want
the
to use
weapon.
chaos.
Get higher than 5, and you'll of course spend an overload.
Please
to
use
do
the
so.
weapon's full name. Thank you.
Daddy issues.
Thank you.
All right.
Hit him with
Thank you.
daddy issues.
Hit him with
Hit
daddy
him with
issues.
it.
There's the roll. That is a
It's 17.
17. The opponents defend themselves. No, they do not. They open themselves up to attack so grand that you are going to cause daddy issues close damage to both of them in full.
Good, good.
First one right in the chest. Second one already had the leg blown off, so or sliced off, so right in the chest also. 15 points of damage. And one of the soldiers, the one that had the leg sliced off, just hits the ground as a bloody pool.
Bye-bye.
Your
And
legs
that
off.
is your
What
action,
you gonna do?
Kira.
Bleed on me.
Kaizen, you're back up. Do you continue introspection?
No, I'm gonna go into waiting now.
Okay. You begin waiting, and let me know when you wish to engage unless you want to start at the end of the round. Patchy, you're up.
So, I'm okay. I was trying to hide this brew for a later occasion, but I guess this is a good as time as any. Venomous Tentacula.
You swallow the venomous tentacula.
Do I need to say what I did it with before, since I did it before, or is this just automatic?
This is one you made before, so you don't need to add stuff to this one, unless
Can
you
I
want
say
it to
it's
have a greater than usual effect.
Can I then just say 2 more things in it as a greater than usual effect?
So 4 uniques total.
Actually, no. You know what? No, you know what? It's strong as it is. I'm just gonna use it as it is.
Okay.
2 side effects. Hit me.
2 side effects coming towards your Brewster here. As you swallow this, let's see. Oh no. All right. Currently,
I have 1 tolerance.
Currently, Patchy, you are going to have your fur in your eyes become a color you hate, and 2, you're going to die for the next 24 hours and wake up later.
No.
Damn it! Not another corpse we have to.
How does that become better?
We already left Clay on the
If I do a
bridge.
side effect.
At least it's a small corpse.
The way that would become
That's
better
true.
is instead I will give you damage resistance of 2. So your body is mostly dead, but you're still conscious. So injuries that you take will be reduced.
He's not dead, he's just mostly.
You'll be like a lich or a
So
zombie
I-
instead of a person temporarily.
But wait, so I basically just don't feel pain.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Wait, what's the color that I hate? I already have 2 different eye colors.
Yeah.
Do they both switch into
They
something
both
else?
switch.
Into what?
What's your
This is
least
kinda crazy.
favorite eye colors? Or colors rather? What are your least favorite colors right now, Patchy?
I don't know.
Give
I
me
like
2
color
colors.
flies.
Give me 2
I have no
colors.
idea.
Chartreuse.
Okay, one of them is like a murky puke brown green, and the other one is straight black with veins of purple in it.
I mean, it would make
Both
sense.
of
I'm
those sound
turning into
cool.
a mantis now, so it would make sense that it's like a sort of a greeny thing.
And your fur is bright pink.
Oh, cute.
Aw, like
You said
so
eyes!
Ball pink or Barbie pink?
You
said
said
pretty
eyes.
cool.
I'm turning into a mantis.
I
Maybe
did
Could
say
you make
eyes.
him look
Cool.
more like...
Alright, fine.
Could you make him look like a watermelon instead?
Like a watermelon?
Stripey watermelon.
I'll take watermelon green color. That makes sense with what this potion's doing.
Well,
All right,
also with
so
the pink,
Patchy,
though,
describe what
Yeah.
the potion does to you at this
and the
point.
black spots.
I collapse on the floor for a second. Just make some weird sounds as like from my back, like from like where wings would normally be or something, like almost like a big mantis arm, like rips out, lands on one side and then another, lands on the other with like clear bladed ends. And I start.
Getting Resident Evil vibes.
And can I attack now? That one. over
You used
there?
1 action to drink the potion. Was that your reflexive action you used, or just a regular action?
Reflexive action.
Because it was crystalline, so you could do that. So you have 2 actions. You can only attack once
We have
per round
a
with the
request from chat
tentacula.
that he also
What do I?
grows a cutie mark.
What
He
happened?
also grows a cutie mark.
Agreed.
What would your
Can
cutie
it be
mark
a little
be,
watermelon
Patchy?
cutie mark on his butt?
Yeah, but like with a brew bottle.
With a brew
Can I
bottle.
attack?
Yes, you can attack up to 2 away, 2 squares away, so you can hit the
Yeah,
grunt that's in
So
the
that
front.
guy.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. I believe that this
So-
one, it just uses, let's see, Venomous Tentacula. Attack with a 1 to successful. It's an agile attack.
So one of those like mantisy or like bladed arms will go in between Kiara and Kaizen to stab this guy and grab it.
All right, go ahead
Uh,
and make the attack with 2 agile, or with your agile roll rather.
Yeah, like +2 to agile, or
It's just your agile roll straight. Your opponent gets an 11 to avoid. You hit. ahead and roll the damage of your tentacula. And you strike him right in the chest.
What is the? I don't have the.
The damage is on your abilities tab. Under Venomous Tentacula, it's the damage roll that's right there.
I see. Sorry.
12 points of damage.
For the raid, Ruby.
Ruby Heart, thank you for the raid. We love you. Ah. We are fighting dwarves, or faux dwarves, or something.
And
Dwarves in some cases.
Dwarves in some cases.
And since I when I do hit with this ability, I entangle, so I grab them.
You choose
Can I
entangle
try
or
to-
envenom, one or the other. So you're entangling it or poisoning the target.
If I entangle them, which I'm assuming means that this appendage like grabs them, can I throw them off the bridge with it?
I'd let you make a strong roll to try to do that versus them.
Why is it always strong?
If you're trying to use your strength, you're trying to lift an entire body and toss it. So do you want to try to do that with the entangle?
But I am already in the effect of +3 to my strong.
That's true.
Because I've drank the potion, it ends in the scene.
Yep.
Yes, I am. Yes, I do it.
All right. So that gives you a +1 to this roll. Make a strong roll at +1.
No, +3. My strong. is
Well, +3
now,
over your
because-
strong is -2. So this would give you +1 total. But you can add 3
but
and then
I'm
just roll strong.
adjusting a +3, so when I do, okay.
So you got, oh, you tied,
Nice.
which means you succeeded against this target. You toss it behind you, and it flies. This dwarf flies off the bridge, cascading down below, trying to catch itself. As he falls, he misses, slams into the rocks on the other side, and gets washed away in the river, and is gone.
Oh,
Mwah.
can I get like kills? Go ahead, then nope noodles.
They'll likely be by that, but you can't quite see it. Yeah, exactly. Mac Jackal Ranger. The Wilhelm scream thing. That one. All right. So it is now some enemies that still exist. Turn. That one's dead.
It's really rude of them to still exist, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
The officer
Especially the dwarf.
The
Standing-
dwarf should totally go.
nearby, recognizing that all of you are a pretty significant threat, raises his hands up to the sky and brings them down upon himself.
He says, "I give up."
Is he pelvic thrusting?
No. He is now rolling on the chaos table.
It
on
drives
himself.
me insane.
Exactly. He's doing the time work. We do have a time mage.
We do.
Weird.
And if you're a time mage and you're not doing the time
All
walk,
right.
what are you doing with yourself?
So the officer very rapidly begins kind of vibrating and moves super fast up to Kiara. And you see him
Hello.
swing in with a fist that is now vibrating so fast you can see through it.
Is he the fucking
Oh.
Flash?
Apparently. Jesus Christ.
Barry,
As he gets
why?
a 25 to hit you.
Fuck that. Okay.
So if I wanted to enact waiting, would this be a good time?
You could try to use that, except that when you are waiting, you can only act after after turns have ended. So you'd have to wait
Right.
until after this turn was over.
Could I perhaps use Nope and go behind him?
You can definitely attempt to. Nope
Okay.
is a defensive ability.
Yeah.
So, nope. Knowing that being shot, stabbed, slashed, or beat hurts, you wish to do that when being attacked, you can use this with his effect. You can roll, you do a dodge roll,
Dodge.
plus 2 additions
Yeah.
beyond normal, or, that's it. At the
Yeah, I'd
moment.
like to dodge.
So
Yeah,
go ahead
no.
and give me a dodge roll. Your opponent
Just-
does have,
Defense, right?
yeah.
Hmm.
That is a 22 versus a 24.
So I do technically have 3 banked +1s that I have not used before the new system changed over. I would like to use all 3 of those.
She's reasonable. She's clearing out her cash, man. You should be happy about that.
All right, you
I'm
do
down.
that,
In and out of
and I
closet.
have to use my stashed reactive ability that the enemy has, now causing you to re-roll.
Damn it! Okay.
better than not succeeding.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's much better. Thank
26. You are tied.
you. Okay.
So you both must re-roll.
Okay.
Oh my god.
14 this time for the enemy. 14. You roll again.
Are you kidding me?
Roll once more. 18. 22. You
22.
avoid getting out of the way just narrowly. Suddenly, the officer is behind you, and a strike comes in towards Patchy from behind.
So I got a +1
To your next roll.
Yeah.
Patchy, the opponent gets a 23 to hit you.
Me? Back.
Yep.
Yeah, I rolled out. I rolled out of the way.
That
You're
is gonna
so
strike
brave.
you. You will be hit in the head.
Wait, wait, do I have an ace? I don't have an ace, I think. Shit. Fuck, okay, fine, I get hit in the head. Why does this guy so obsessed with me?
So I had thank you, Regina. I was holding my action, which was a standard action, right? Can I use that standard action to send Cosmo in front of Patchy? I'm not that
You have to
far
do that
behind
with
him.
chaos. So if you wish to spend the chaos to do it, you can use Cosmo to protect Patchy instead of yourself.
I will do that, and it hurts again.
All right, so you're taking some more damage. That puts you
Not
at
automatically. I'm not
3
complaining, but it's not automatically taking it out of my damage.
No, you have to
My
take
health.
that out yourself. So it's not coded in to do it
Oh.
automatically yet.
1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fine.
You
That's
take
my
an
core,
injury.
right?
What's that?
Is that my core damage that
Yes.
overload takes out of? Okay. It's fine. So I
You
roll a
should-
thing, right?
There you go. What's that?
I roll a thing, right?
Yes. You will
I
now
roll.
roll magical, and as long as you get higher than a 5, then Cosmo will give Patchy the damage resistance for this round. There you go. 22. Suddenly, Cosmo just imparts itself, and Patchy, for this first time, you see something appear next to you. It looks like a vicious lion beast thing for a split second. Roll a d8 to see how much damage resistance you grant Patchy. 3. Is that all you get at the moment for your chained? It is a d8. Yep. Plus magical. No,
No, but you got an overload
Oh.
reduced.
it's d8. You did get an overload
Ah.
reduce.
He is
All right,
sweet.
so Patchy, you would now have 3 damage reduction for this round. The opponent got 14
Oh, you
damage,
said
so
plus magical, so that would be 9.
no, that magic's for the
7.
damage. It's not for damage resistance. It's just for when you're causing damage with Cosmo. So that goes down to an 11, doubled to 22 damage you're about to take, unless you take a wound instead.
Also, Nova, you got healed.
Yeah, you got healed.
How do I heal?
Roll a d6
That-
plus 1.
What?
You just got a d6 plus 1 heal from McSherry. And there's one coming to Patchy,
I'm
too.
so excited.
Patchy,
2.
d6 plus 1 health. Nobody gained 2 health back. Patchy, you have gained 4 health
4
back.
Thank you.
So you are at full health at
Appreciate
the
it.
moment. This attack goes straight through your armor. It phases through, is armor piercing. Patchy, you are going to take 22 damage, which would put you at 0 health.
No, I'm
And
gonna take a wound. I said a wound.
you take the wound to the head. A hit smacks you in the back of the head. Suddenly you see a flash of bright light, stars all around you, and you are now wounded. Another hit to the head like that, you will die.
Fuck off. No, I won't. Can't.
At that point, the figure fades from existence
We
and
say the god of
reappears
death.
back in the position they were at before.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear because the earphones fell.
Said the opponent then fades from existence and reappears back in the place they were at before the effect occurred. Grunt 2 is dead and will be deleted. Grunt 4 goes. This time firing at Kiara from the side, just kind of moving slightly forward and firing from cover at you.
Bruh?
I believe that you have taken, you've already taken your defense marks. Good. All right, the attack comes in. Firing at you. This target gets a 15. Critical failure.
No.
You can ace
No,
that?
no,
All
no,
right.
No.
22. You're able to avoid that attack, launching yourself to the side.
This is my +5 agile. I will not get hit.
Of course not. He ducks back behind the cover, so it's harder for you all to see him or attack with ranged attacks. The other one to the side here that has been attacked by Chomper and Nohu proceeds to try to take on one or the other. This time, Nohu, you're going to be odd, and Chomper's going to be even. Odd! It's coming at you. So that big metal cudgel, he swings it up. You see lightning spark at the tip of it as he attempts to strike you with it. Opponent rolls
dodge.
20 to hit.
Oof.
You got a 13. You are going to take a strike right in the leg. Yeah. Right leg.
All right.
D8 plus 2 damage. And the lightning arcs over, dealing 2 damage to Chomper as well. So you're going to take 8 points of damage. Or you take 8 points of damage, which will be reduced down to 4 with your armor. Or take a wound to the leg.
Well, I'm riding Chopper, so I'll take a wound to the leg.
All right.
To the other leg.
The other leg hits. You are now bleeding from both serious wounds on either leg. Additional hits to those limbs could potentially lose them. McSherry sent a heal to you. D6 plus 1 Nohu. You gain back 2 health. The audience keeping us up, keeping us alive. The grunt then takes a defensive pose, increasing their defense by 2 for the next round. Nohu, you are up from the back of Chomper.
All right, time to attack the soldier then, with more melee attacks on him.
All right.
The first one.
There's one, 18, nice. The opponent gets hit. Roll your damage. Right in the head, you do max damage, 24 points. What does this look like as you just pop this individual's skull?
Well, I'll take a moment to leap from Chopper's backside, and as I do, the pressure on my knees just makes some blood squirt from the wounds and go right into the eye of the soldier, and I take that opportunity to straight across his throat and land once again on Chopper's saddle.
It hurts your legs a little bit, but you take out one more enemy.
Ow! It tickles. The pain tickles.
All right. Nohu, that was your action. You have 1 standard remaining. Do you wish to move, defend, save it, attack?
I'll save it for after Chomper goes after the other grunt.
All right. Nova, you are up. You have soldiers just out of line of sight. You've got the ones in the field up ahead.
Everyone is so far away. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll move forward. And then there's a Silver Shield Grunt 4. Can I see him, or is he hiding?
If you move into that position, you can't see him anymore, I don't think.
I got a heal.
Yeah, you got healed.
Thank you, Camper. What was it again? 1d4 plus 1?
1d4 or 1d6 plus 1. There's another heal to Nova. 5 points of life. Come back.
Thank you. I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna heal. So who just took a bunch? Did Patchy just take a bunch of wounds? Was that what just happened?
No, who's taken a bunch of wounds. Patchy took a hit to the head.
Patchy,
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Nohu too far away for me to use my Kiss It Better?
The range on that, he's 5 away, and your range should be listed. Kiss It Better is range 6, so you can reach him.
8.
Okay, I am going to use then Kiss It, because I think I can't use it on Patchy again.
You can't, because you already used it on him once.
Anyway.
Yep.
Yes.
Do you wish to heal?
Did you get your heal from Camper?
I did.
Do you wish to use this
yeah,
to heal Nohu or to heal the wounds?
What would you prefer, Nohu? I think wounds give you the negatives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the wounds will be better.
Wounds. Okay, I'm gonna do the wounds.
All right, so suddenly Stella just
1d4.
goes across the distance. Roll a d8 or 1d4. Yeah. She can remove 1d4 wounds
Plus
from
one,
you.
right?
Plus 1. Is it plus 1?
I think it's plus 1. So 2. Isn't it plus 1?
1d4 wounds straight.
I just got it, everyone. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So just 1.
Oh, gaining 1 HP back.
Yeah.
So 1d4 and then you get a HP.
So replace or remove one of the wounds and give yourself 1 health back.
All right, feeling better.
Is it your left or your right leg that you had healed?
Let's go with right.
There you go. So you're doing slightly better. All right.
Yay!
And Nova, that was your action. Nova keeps taking over limit damage. The grunt off to the side moves forward a couple of steps, and unlike his ally, attempts to make a difference by grabbing a little copper grenade on his hip and throwing it right here. It lands dead on right in between all of you, so if anybody has a reflexive action...
Waiting.
I have a dodge.
Guys, then you have to wait until after the turn is over to use
I know. I know.
You can end waiting if you have a reflexive of some kind. Yes,
Wasn't Flash of Red reflexive also? I thought I had one that could be used as reflexive, but now I don't remember what one it was.
You do not have a reflexive ability at the moment, other than just regular reflexive.
Sad day. Okay.
I have a question. The ability of my PDO to use the grappling hook, is it? It doesn't specify. It's the sort of action it is normal.
If unspecified, it's a standard
reflexive
action.
Standard. All right, then never mind.
So if nobody has a reflexive action, the best you can try to do is take cover, because there is cover nearby. Go ahead, Nova. What do you want to do?
Dodge. Out of the way. Roll. I guess roll under cover.
All right, so everybody's going to attempt to take cover in this situation. Give me a defense roll. You're close enough to cover.
Can I try and take the explosion away from Patchy because he's heavily wounded, or at least wounded in the head?
You're just going to stand in front of Patchy to try to protect him?
Yeah.
All right. Kiara's going to self-sacrifice in this circumstance. Patchy, Nova, and Kaizen.
You are the only person who could maybe keep Clay alive. That's the only reason I'm helping you.
You will lose your interest, your waiting bonus, Kaizen, if you do anything more than just a defense.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna defend.
Okay. So go ahead and roll defense. If you get higher than a 14, you will have the damage of this attack. And your armor is still potentially going to be harmed here.
Thank God.
All right. Kaizen, you're going to just take half damage. Nova, you're going to take full damage, unfortunately. Kachi, what'd you roll?
So I rolled defense.
Yep.
Right.
And Patchy, you would take full damage. You've critically failed. Patchy, Kiara's trying to save your life right now, trying to protect you from damage. Do you mistakenly trip over Kiara's attempt and push her aside, taking the damage instead? Or do you shove all of your allies forward accidentally in your haste, causing all of them to take more damage from this explosion?
You are wounded
Will I
out
die?
Maybe.
We'll take it.
We'll take the damage.
Yeah.
I guess I'll.
Kaizen and I. Well, I mean, I'm still injured from the last fight, but Kaizen and I should be fine.
Yeah.
I have armor.
Yeah.
Now.
I'll push Kiara aside and pretend it was on purpose.
As Patchy suddenly ends up taking the explosion for Kiara. Kiara, you are safe as he moves in a different position. All of you now take copper pot damage. This is enveloping damage, which means that you can mitigate it with wounds to your own body. You all take 10 points of damage.
Oh, that's not so bad.
If you wish to take any wounds, a wound counts as 5 of this. 5 points of damage for each one you wish to take. So, how do you want to do this?
I'll take a wound and let the rest hit my armor.
Okay. Actually, enveloping damage
That's a
is
neat
not
noise.
blocked by armor. I do apologize.
Okay, then I just, you know.
So you take a wound to what part of your body?
My offhand.
So that would be which one? Are you right-handed or left-handed? I don't know.
Let's go. You know what? Let's go with I'm left-handed, so my right
All
hand.
right. So you take a wound and you take 5 points of damage, putting you at 6 health. Patchy, how did you take the damage? Did you take any wounds or just take the 10 damage?
I don't know what HP I'm at.
You're at
because of the
16 health right
thing.
now. You've been healed all the way. So if you take all the damage, you'll just be at 6 health.
And if I take one wound, can I take another wound?
Yeah, you could take a wound. That if you take another wound instead of the damage, you will mitigate 5 points of damage for every wound you choose to take.
And where do I?
You can
decide
take it
where
to
that
any
wound-
limb. You can't take it to your head. If you take a head injury, you die. So your left, right arm, right leg, left leg, any of those spots.
I'm going to take one wound to right arm and left arm, and one to like one normal just 5. So
Okay, 5 damage. That puts you at 11 health, and you've got another wound. Kaizen, how did you do your damage?
I just pulled it out of my core.
All right, you still had plenty of health at the moment. So, Kiara, you don't get injured, and Patchy saved your life in his own mind. After that grenade goes off, the grunt now moves aside, trying to stay out of
tries to
harm's
save
way
me without my
directly.
consent.
Chomper goes rushing forward towards this individual that is attacking everybody, and bites in.
Attack, Chomper, attack!
15. The officer attempts to avoid.
Chomper has a normal, besides my +2, or is he just a normal roll?
He just has a normal roll at the moment.
All right. So what does the officer get?
The officer gets an 18, so avoids the attack, and then counterattacks. Counterattack is the officer attempts to swing his hand in front of Chomper and causing a blade of some kind in the air that tries to slice it.
All right.
Animal
Chomper has
abuse.
+3 to resistance, or to not resistance.
Didn't you say he had my
He has
bonuses?
yours for armor, but he doesn't have resistance. He has defense. You gave him +3 to your defenses. Against a magical spell, you use
Okay.
resistance. So the opponent gets a 13. Chomper gets a 7 to avoid the attack, but takes damage to the 4 legs. Chomper takes 7 points of damage as one of his 4 legs is. You see him kind of stumble and squawk. He's injured but not dead.
Ooh.
And
Now he's going to get it because I have my save action against the officer, and
You
I'm
do?
going to attack him.
all right,
And it's a second attack, so he's at a negative.
it's true. The officer gets
Oh,
whoop a little bit too high for you. I got a 20.
no. 20.
The officer got too high, passes out. We're fine. Let's go.
I'm going to.
That's-
No! I'm going to hit him, or try to hit him. with
There goes
a
an ace.
ace.
Give us another roll. Nice,
Now
21.
he
One higher
Much
than
better,
him.
Chip.
You strike.
For
ahead.
chomping!
See what
Head.
damage you do. You hit him right in the chest
Nice.
for 5 points of damage. You see that armor that he's wearing takes most of that hit. And the officer looks around at this moment, then sees that his soldiers have fallen and all of you are kind of marching towards him. And then he just kind of nods, looking over towards Nova. You'll see me again. And proceeds to start sprinting off very
Yay.
rapidly out of the
Hansi!
view of everybody. As he runs, the 2 dwarves that are standing nearby, seeing their officer leave, seeing the other brethren dying, kind of turn and put their hands up. And as we see that, tonight's episode of Dreams of Silver and Stone has come to an end. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you have enjoyed yourselves tonight. We will have to see what happens next week. And who was that strange fellow?
Someone who knows Nova, apparently. Nova,
Apparently.
you have some splaining to do.
Will
Yeah, you do.
Will
And a
Clay
time mage. Who could it be?
survive? We don't know. We're gonna go around the table. We're going to say our farewells. We're gonna say what we enjoyed about tonight and where you can find more of our lovely faces, of course. We'll start off here with somebody at random, because I like random things, because it's all about the chaos here. We're starting with Kiara first. Anna,
Oh.
you're up.
That's so new. It's been a while since I've gotten to go first after Rulo ended. Hi guys, I'm Sanctum Cosplays, Anna or Kiara. You can find me here on Thursdays. That's it. That's all. Other than that, I have too many adult things to do anything else ever. Yeah, sometimes I run one-shots where people also get in trench coats and try and be a person. That seems like a weird recurring theme on this channel now, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm looking at you, Sparrows. You also have to do this, so just have the through line. Also, I think it also has to happen on roll charisma. I don't know how you're planning on doing that, but figure it out amongst yourselves. Just to have set through line. What I enjoyed about I love Dwarf Nova. Anytime Nova has to pretend to be a dwarf makes me so incredibly happy, and it's happened more than once now, so I feel like it just needs to be very consistent, and I appreciate it, because if Kiara had to do anything that involved charisma, we would have been fucked much, much sooner. So I appreciate Nova and the ability to have charisma.
Dwarf Nova was all of season 1 of Aether and Steamworks that we played.
That was when I did my Irish accent, though, or
Yep.
my vaguely Celtic accent. Yeah.
Yep. We'll move right
Action.
along from here to Kaizen.
Accent.
Steven, your turn.
Hey everyone, I am Deviant Devil. Steven, you can catch me here Thursdays on this wonderful show. You can also catch me on Tuesdays, co-hosting Roll Charisma with the glorious Shannon over there. And yeah, that's it for now. But hey, come check it out.
What'd you enjoy from tonight?
My biggest enjoyment tonight would be, probably us all having to puppet Clay across the bridge while he maniacally laughed unconsciously.
Maniacal laughter and puppeting. We'll move on over to Sinan. Your turn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sinan, and you can find me here on Thursdays playing this madness, unless I die, because apparently today I got too close to it. I don't know what happens after that. And yeah, but basically that's basically all the streaming I do. Because of kind of like Anna, got a lot of real life stuff going on, which I'm very excited to share with here at one point, because some very exciting developments happen in my real career that it's very fun or exciting. We'll see. And favorite moment from today, I'd like to share it here since I feel like community. I love you all. And favorite moment from today, I really like to give other people's things that happened with other people, because don't want to be like this thing I did, never want to do that. But I did really like seeing side effects of System of Ty's new class come into play. Every time that you had to roll for side effects, I would get very giddy and excited. So that.
Well,
Would you
I'm
be terrified?
glad you're enjoying the side effects.
Well,
If you didn't have, at this moment, if you hadn't had side effect reject, you might have been potentially dead temporarily, so...
who would have saved Clay?
Oh, that's a reminder. Go ahead and give yourself back 2 health. I forgot about your damage resistance when it came to taking the damage that you had. Moving on over, by the way, Strat. Nohu, your turn.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stratfall playing as Nohu, playing every week here as Nohu. So thank you for being with us during today, and don't forget to come back tomorrow for an equally entertaining yet different game, still hosted by the wonderful Ty over here. And if I had to say what my favorite part of the game today was, it would be having everybody obviously undo Nohu's brilliant plan. And obviously the reason we were found out is because somebody had to take the reins out of his wonderful acting. That's really the only reason all of this fight broke out and everything. So I'm sure the party will be far more understanding in next time. let's just let Nohu guide. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know who you lost your opportunity to shine there. We should have seen it. Next time.
It's hard.
I'm
It's hard.
sorry, I got nervous. You talking Miocenis to the freak. You already knew what was going on.
It's true. It was all for naught.
And nothing actually mattered.
That's not
Nothing we
exactly
did
true. It's not
mattered
exactly
at all.
true. There was a
Not
couple of
any.
rolls that could have potentially allowed you through temporarily, but they still would have been looking for you.
Sure.
Moving on
Got
over
2 natural 20s
to
in
Nova.
the beginning of that.
Yeah, against
Yes.
the initial soldiers, not against any of. You didn't get that against the commanding
I had
officer.
a pretty quality Hugh Jorgen.
Your huge organ was
She
ridiculous.
had a perfect Hugh Jorgen. It was perfect.
Nova, your
okay?
turn.
Private, huge organ, please. The
Oh,
accent.
organ. I don't want to pronounce it incorrectly. Yeah, I'm Shannon. I play Nova. And you can find me as previously stated on Tuesdays, co-hosting with Steven over there on Roll Charisma, and then here on Thursdays, and then probably randomly smattered here and there upon the channel. That sounded more violent than I meant it to, but
Smattered all over the channel.
Smattered all over the place.
Just Shannon goo everywhere.
Everywhere. Goo. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite part was. This whole thing was just a clusterfuck of fabulous. Dressing in trench coats, weekend at Bernie's. I like Nova is apparently trying to be patchy, which I don't know where that's going, but she's utilizing the skill. So that means I get to yell a lot. So thank you, Sanan. Yeah, it was super fun. I don't know. It was all crazy.
Well, thank you all for watching.
And
Everybody.
the chat, I really approve of the new chat point things with the healing and the regen and the stuff. I like that.
The chat did a very good job of helping to keep everybody alive and kind of on their toes in a weird way. So thank you all for watching. Glad that you were here tonight. I've also very much enjoyed everybody's hijinks and shenanigans that have occurred, and I'm wondering what's going to happen next time. But of course, that is for another day. Catch our next show, which is Sparrows at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time tomorrow night, where you can see some more crazy stuff happening, new cast members, and I don't know, some sort of weird truth-oriented station tour. That'll be fun. And of course, you can see me over at Shared Experience on Saturday at 11 Pacific Standard Time as I run 119 there for charity. Come help us take care of kids and see a fun little adventure that I wrote a long time ago. It feels like at this point. And of course, I'm Lottie Star. Catch me, Lottie Star, on Twitter. I also have some Twitch stuff I do for art. I've been playing some games recently, that kind of thing. But thank you all very much for watching. We appreciate you greatly. We hope that you had a great time, and we hope to see you again next time. Everybody, have a good night.